Yeah, tudo spoon. Yeah, tudo spoon. You from Gemma, Maryland, tudo spoon. Yeah, tudo spoon. If you keep on crazy like my brother, tudo spoon. You got a spoon TV, you got a spoon radio, tudo spoon. Yeah, tudo spoon. You want to get a news update, tudo spoon. What? Yeah, Rastafari. Giddy bamba, giddy bamba, giddy bamba.
Oh yes, what a way to welcome you tonight. You want to know what's happening in Liberia? You want to know what the policymakers are doing? In case you want to stay in touch with the happenings. You want to get diverse views on the trending national issues. This is where you get a full package of everything. The Spoon Talk is a beacon of hope for Liberians across the world. Whether you're here in Liberia or across the world, we make sure to keep you informed, bring you up to speed with those happenings every single day as it unfolds. So I'd like to welcome you tonight to this edition of Spoon Talk. We're live across the Spoon Network, Spoon FM, 107.5 FM. We're live on Fabric 101.1, Super 95.5 FM, and a host of other radio stations across Liberia. Thanks to Voice of Liberia 104.1 that's always relaying the show. I want to appreciate the rest of the stations across Liberia that will most times relay, even without telling us. We appreciate all of you for making sure that we can get the program Spoon Talk coming your way. So welcome to the show tonight. We're live across our social media handles as well. Spoon TV on Facebook, Fabric TV on Facebook, or Super TV on Facebook. You can also find us on YouTube. YouTube is Spoon Talk Live. I want to appreciate all of you tonight. This edition of Spoon Talk promises to be very informative, very engaging. Lots of great conversation coming your way tonight. So ask you to kindly share the program as you join us, our online audience. I see a lot of you have already started joining us by means of YouTube, Facebook, across social media. I want to appreciate all of you. I ask you to kindly share. Just keep sharing the program as you join us tonight. My name is Nelson Colette. I see Oscar Zigwen here. He's joining from Gompa City. Robert Ngume is joining us from the RIA Highway. I see Philip Bala is here as well. Venetia's Junior Bar is joining us. Nathaniel K. Hill is here tonight, following via YouTube. Thanks to all of you joining us tonight. And I see Samuel Seli Jr. Just keep sharing the show. Samuel Seli Jr. is following us from Upper Caldwell. Sylvester Martin is here. Solomon Davis from Dolo Town. I see Alexander Sami is here tonight. Per Kimber, thanks for joining us. We appreciate all of you for coming on tonight. Just keep sharing the show. I see Tippos P. Dempster has joined us as well. Daniel D. Sherry is here from Vonjama City, Lofa County. Thank you for joining us. Jonah Momo is joining us from Totota as well. Thanks for joining us, Jonah. I see Ruby Neely is here as well. Just keep sharing the program as you join us tonight. Spoon Talk is back on the radio. Liberia's #1 talk show, radio and online. I want to appreciate all of you joining us tonight. There's been a lot happening across Liberia. The updates, the analysis, the full details of all of those happenings. Everything coming up tonight on Spoon Talk. Well, as we always do, we dedicate the first segment of Spoon Talk to you, our viewers, our listeners, to call in and get to share your views on the different issues of national concerns, whether health, education, politics, just anything absurd. we give you the first segment. We give the microphone over to you. You get to set the agenda for the first segment of the show. So that's exactly what we're going to be doing here tonight. For the next 15 minutes, we're going to take your calls, open the phone lines, give you the time to call in. And then following that, we move on to the rest of the show. The CEO and the rest of the team will be joining in. I understand SAC is expected to come on as well. The organization in charge of the International Friendly March between the Lone Star of Liberia and the Minnesota United FC. They're in the U.S. slated for the 26th of July. That's Independence Day. So an extensive conversation coming up on that as well, plus a lot of other issues. And you can rest assured that the big stories of the day will be discussed here as well, and the different conversation will be coming your way. So thanks for joining us. Let's go to the phone line 0555-101075. We're going to take your calls for maybe 10 minutes or so. Then we bring the team on from SAC, and the CEO will be coming in shortly as well. I see Dr. Richardson is in the background. Mr. Russell is in the background as well, and the rest of the crew getting all set up to bring you a great show tonight. Let's take your calls. 0555-101075 is the number to call tonight, and you'll be live. Hello.
Hello. Good evening to my Stanley, and good evening to my peace, Lobby, Public Republic of Liberia, and good evening to you, dear my brother. Next Institute in Liberia. The need with me constant and functional AF camera this beautiful Tuesday evening. Bro, next week, what are in my mind as a training issue is this. I quote this word by Dinox Maxim, said, "Try not to become man with substance, rather try to become a man with value." What do
so
I mean?
Yeah, just go to the point. What are you trying to say?
The party-led government has to show some level of responsibility. Our young machine saga is not yet completed to us as a community. And we put that to rest. And I also want to understand the issue of Solomon Bono issue. Selling me concern is still worrisome.
Okay.
We cannot have a foreign army intrude our land almost 2 months ago. And this woman has not come out to give us any.
Thank you for your input on that. Let's take this person. Hello, your name and where you joining us from. Let's hear you. Yeah, go ahead. You're live. Let's hear you, sir.
This Oscar Zimmer calling from Compass City, Niva.
What's on your mind? Let's hear you tonight.
Next thing, what my man have to do with the role living from Gamsa to Secretary. Next thing, as I always call upon the government, the role living from Gamsa to Secretary, the area is called CMC Junction. After that train trap, next thing have begun death trap for the citizens of South Eastern and the citizens of District 8. 6, 9, and 7. Next thing on a week basis, car always makes accident in that place. So I want to take this time to call upon the Minister of Public Works to see reason. I think the key to rescue the country is better you rescue your citizens for your citizens to be dying on a weekday basis. To see reason and direct that road from that curve to another direction. Because we will not see minister when he's going for inspection, he have more than 10, 15 convoy. And when I was a speaker and the cabinet speaker are going for inspection into local the polar issue, they use almost 250,000 within 3 days time. And citizens are dying on a daily basis because of the road. The next thing had to do with the road leading from Campley to plan. Mr. President, he told that when it comes to leadership, everything in this country will be very important. For 10, 2, 3 years, the 3, 4, and 7 have no access to roll from Campley to Brown. When you want to go Brown from Campley, you have to come all the way to Gamta, or Seneca Gamta, second team before going to Brown. So I want to take this time as we approach rainy season, Mr. President, Minister of Public Works, you'll see reason and recondition the road from Campley to Brown.
Thank you. Thank you for your input tonight. We appreciate you. Hello, your name and where you joining us from? Let's hear you.
I'm calling from Logan Town.
You said you calling from Logan Town, and what's your name?
Jan Sawu.
Okay, it's good to have you on. What's on your mind?
on my mind is the local issue, the border issue.
Okay.
From the time we heard that the people were mining there and Guinea sugarcane took it away, people who were part of that mining and they call their name or they want up to today, we can't get out of it. You don't even say yeah, their knee again, they bury their knee and the sugar stays sitting down there.
Okay.
So that is thing on my mind.
Thank you very much for your input. This person, hello, let's hear you. Your name and where you joining us from?
Yeah, good evening to you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, my name is Richard Barish. I call you from Ghana's supermarket, my resident experience.
What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
Yeah, I think my concern has to do with a similar caller that just landed the phone. Nursing on a serious note, I don't see any reason why we should be paying our national army handsomely in this country when they away from their city. If it will have 100 armies or soldiers in this country, I think it's hard time that their presence be felt at that border. Let the Guineans know that we are a sovereign state. But to just have immigration and police, on the corridors of the border where tension is there, and the army enjoying luxury in the barrack, it does not make any sense to me. So I think it's about time. Hello?
I'm listening to you, sir.
Yeah. It's about time now that government try to we can get a support from outside. Look, this is what many of us will say it's better for a chancellor to be in a country than other leaders that we see today. Because if chancellor in this country, Guinean soldiers can't dream. They will not have a dream to even cross, not even that their borderline to see like broad land. So let the army wake up by now. The defense minister should try now is that even 2 battalion army, send them to that border. Let the Guineans know that we are a sovereign state and we are capable of defending ourselves. But if you keep sharing away, there will be a time we'll get engulfed in this country. Guinea will take over and it will be too late for us. And
Thank you for your input.
We don't want civil war, but I supposed to be to that border so people can know that we are capable of defending ourselves.
Thank you for your input tonight. Hello, your name and where you joining us from? Let's hear you.
Blessed evening, brother.
Good evening.
Yeah, this is Brother G. Like where they call from PZAB tomorrow.
What's on your mind?
What's really on my mind is what CEO Stanton said yesterday about Monrovia. Stanton saying Monrovia just from Freeport to City Hall. Sometimes when he ready to start go against the government, he will keep asking do that and talk. I hope Stanton will have the opportunity. I don't know why he going to see the development that's going on in Nigeria. Me in Monrovia, in Lima there. When you go, you say, and I'm giving credit. Your station has gone internationally. Whatever has been said on the radio, it's been taken, it's been heard internationally. And anything go on negative, it go on negative in the government. And if people say we are suffering, investors don't want to come into the country. How will investors come in when you on your radio with international care, you are saying negative about the government? Thank you.
Sir.
Like this, Monrovia is advancing. You take the road now from Yadel Junction all the way to Ralph. The people live on there. You go on Kakata Highway. Monrovia expanded. People are building. Structures are going on. Roads are being constructed. Monrovia is developing. We are not where we supposed to be, but at least just give us credit. So I hope everyone will have that freedom. Let it come and visit Lebron. Why what is on that and see
okay. Thank you very much. Hello, your name and where you joining us from? Let's hear you. Good evening.
Yeah, my name is Lee Baston. I'm calling from TB25.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear you. Oh, too bad. We lost that person. Keep your calls coming to 0555-101075. Hello. Yeah, hello. You're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah,
what's on your mind?
Yeah, nothing what is on my mind is my own brother, Stanton Waterspoon. Stanton, as a crewman, loafer man, Stanton get woman from loafer. Stanton, angel, we are first. Stanton start putting him up on the wheel. And angel, we are leave on power.
So when they bring a crewman, you crewman, and he say you crewman, what bring all I want into now?
Listen, now I coming to that point. What brought about it? If we criticize someone in their for the first year to their 6th year,
and we had gone with that person. Then we enter into another person on the 4th year, and going to 3rd year. The extension cannot talk about that particular government, but you always talk about the path that you have already taken for into power. I mean, the center is not being fair to us, the Liberian people.
Okay.
Because center is seeing the wrong, he's seeing the wrong, but he will say the paper will change. The paper will change. What will make the paper to change? And when we live with this man in Lofa country, my mother from Lofa, Salary District, Bangway Town, so District, I live with these people. All their society are part of it in Lofa. We know this particular, how to make the particular man to change. Why Stephen cannot take him up for all?
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your input tonight. I think we've gone about 10 minutes into the core-in segment. And so we'd like to now let me welcome Mr. Russell. Let me make this adjustment here quickly. Okay, so Mr. Russell, welcome. It's good to see you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing great. Nelson. Thank you. Thanks for having me. Beautiful day. It's always a pleasure to be on here. So great. How are you doing?
Yes, I'm doing good, and I'm glad to be here as well. It's a good thing that we can come back after one edition of the show. We can come back on another edition of the show to continue what we started up with, and so I'm glad to be here. It's a good thing that we're here, and we also appreciate our folks who always make up time to join us. Thousands of Liberians, non-Liberians, other nationals would join the Spoon Talk, join this great conversation every single day. And most times they get to establish an entire community there called the comment section. They're engaging, they're agreeing, they're disagreeing, and it's all a part of what we do, and we appreciate all of them as well for the respective roles played to making what we do a great one.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. So it's always a pleasure being on here, trying to contribute my quarter to the conversation, to the discourse, and how we can move the country forward. Some ideas, some strategies that hopefully the folks who are in authority, if they are listening, and can employ some of those ideas and some of those strategies. But it's fulfilling to be on here, and I don't take it for granted. I mean, a lot of folks have different things that they could be doing, but they come on here every evening to listen to us, to hear us out. So appreciate everyone who comes on here and who's out there listening to us. So if you're just joining us, please share the show and invite others to come in. It's going to be a fascinating show today. Like Nelson said, there'll be several segments of it. Yes, the first segment is on now, and we just take it from there.
Yeah, definitely. I'm trying to establish as to whether we get the CEO to come on before we kickstart.
Okay. Yeah, there are some other folks too from SARCs. I'm not sure if you've seen them in the background.
I'm not seeing them. I think that you have to resend the link to them because I'm not seeing them yet.
Okay, let me resend the link.
Yeah, the current link is the one that should be sent to them, because once they get backstage, I'm definitely going to see them.
You're going to see them, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not seeing them. It's just you and Dr. Richardson, me in the back on for now. So
she can come on. I mean, she can be a part of the conversation if she'd like to. I know she has something else that she's going to be talking about later on, but for sure.
Okay, so have you? Is it going through from your end, or do you want me to resend it to you?
No, I have it. I just resent it. Let me. I guess you can be taking some calls, I guess, and then.
Okay. Yeah, so we'll go back to taking a few more calls while we await the team to come on. But keep your calls coming. So we take like 4 more calls, and then we go back to we come back to kickstart the conversation around the highly anticipated international friendly between the Lone Star of Liberia and the Minnesota United FC. That conversation will start very shortly. The team from SACS will be joining us as we kickstart the conversation from there. But let me take this person. Hello, your name and where you joining from? Okay, this person. Hello. Hello. Yeah, hello. How are you?
Yeah, good evening. My name is
Emmanuel, it's good to have you. Let's hear you. What's on your mind?
What is on my mind is about the speech our president made when you have the interview with the international station. Our president said the Guinean president asked him how they put up. President Boubacar had taken our country to be a comedy state. How can sitting president be asking you where in your sitting president send a soldier to oppose and be asking you just like our president has become the information minister of Guinea? Is President Boubacar is very sure of our country, or are you making our country be a comedy state? So ask him that question because we not put President Boubacar in go put in that going to all the experience. Been working in government, you have never working in Paris was the government set up, but up to now, President Boubacar to us like all the time. You have been working in government and never done anything.
All right, so, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, your name and where you joining from? Let's hear you.
Good evening. My name is Linda Semi. I'm calling from CPC.
Let's hear you. What's on your mind?
Thank you. What is on my mind?
Too bad we lost that person. This one. Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah, hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, I'm G. Senior Junior. And I'm calling from Oro District number 10.
Okay.
And I called to congratulate His Excellency President Joseph Jomaah Boakai for well-deserved job, demonstrating leadership in our country. I think first of a kind for to have such a president that, work mature way not that those Charlie well that many people know they want to.
All right, thank you. This person. Okay, so let's get this one coming through. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, hello, you're live. It's good to have you on. What's on your mind?
This is Nelson.
This is Nelson, and you're live on Spoon.
Okay, Nelson. Thank you so much. My name is Dennis Waller. I called to share a few things from my mind.
Okay.
I actually wonder what's happening when we that work at Shimex or a gas company can get paid for 4 months.
Shimex?
Yes, sir.
Which Shimex are you talking about?
The one that owned by CMC political leader Musa Bedete.
And you mean you work with Shimex and you haven't been paid for what, 4 months?
4 months. 4 months, sir. 4 months, sir. It's kind of something that is on our mind. Every one of us are there, the employee. We are just kind of we don't know what to do right now. So I have to come on the air like this.
But what are some steps you've taken so as to resolve this issue internally? Because most often when people come up with these kinds of claims, especially the owner of the company being a renowned politician in the country, people get to attribute that to some political, to having some political undertone. So what have been some efforts that you guys have made internally to resolve this issue?
Well, for our people that we work with, whenever we talk to them, they will let us, okay, you guys hold on, waiting for the chairman, and that's just how it been. So we just need intervention from the government or whoever that can come to our aid.
But it's a private institution. Do you think that the government can or will have to make any intervention there? You think so?
Sir, we are confused right now. We don't know what to do.
How many persons are we talking about?
About 30 employees. 30.
Okay. Well, thanks for expressing your thoughts. Thanks for raising that concern. We appreciate you. Thanks for your participation on the show. Let's see if we take another caller here. This person. Hello, your name and where you joining us from? Let's hear you. Hello. Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello. You're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Mr. Jay, I'm Nathaniel Brown.
Nathaniel Brown.
Yeah, calling from Bushel Island.
What's on your mind, sir?
Yeah, Mr. Jay. I mean, I saw something on France 24. The president said that the Guinean president is the nephew, and asking him about the border. I don't really know. So you can cover in the truth. You can cover in the truth. I mean, the paper. I mean, actually, he knows what really going on.
Okay.
So I mean, yeah, you know what's really going on. If you can tell the world that the Guinean president is the nephew, and asking him about the border, he and he can talk every day, then I think something wrong somewhere. But let God be with the country, man.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much for your input tonight. We appreciate you for sharing your thoughts. Okay, so let me take another person. Let me take this last caller here. Hello. Hello. Are you here? Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, hello, you're live. What's your name and where you joining us from?
My name is Jerry. I'm calling from Kingsville, Dugo Road to be precise.
Jerry, what's on your mind?
Yeah, what my mind had to do with the Liberian people. A very short started, you know, we have certain mentality that when you said before as vice president, that means it's banning us that will make you president. That one, President Bouakai is just embarrassing us with the Liberians. Yeah, that was on my mind.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much for your input. And then maybe we go ahead and take this person. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, hello, you're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, my name is Steve calling from the airport.
Yeah.
I got something on my mind I want to say about the police. The first one I want to ask is the president of the Republic of Liberia knows the history of the country of Liberia. Two, I want to tell the police. One of the police took my lesson and my police at the job up to 19 and I had asked our income and I watched my lesson but I see my receipt.
Too bad we lost that caller. And we hope we can get him back. But Mr. Russell, are you with us?
Yes, I'm with you all, sir. So there's Deputy Minister Andy Kwame will be joining us from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. So he will be joining us shortly. And if there's no one else in the background, I'm not sure if the rest of the team coming on, because there have been a lot of questions. A lot of folks have been asking questions. So I thought that this would be a good time to ask some of those questions and get answer to those questions that are hot on people's minds. So
all right, so all right, so I see the CEO has joined us. Can you
but Marshall, only you here come to talk about football? What other people you say are coming?
Yeah, the deputy minister is coming. He's just going to give it.
Yeah, we said the deputy minister know that it will be in the crowd. We got and you know you must say how the argument. Is that Andy Kwame?
Yeah.
That man slow like hell. Andy is a very slow man. Yeah, that's it. I doubt whether he will come. He's slow like hell. Yeah. It's a was roll over from one government to another government. That man scared of shit. He's scared of. But anyway, I'm a man. Andy Kwame, I'm a man. He got to come. We got things to discuss. I heard that Dr. Richardson bringing people here about flying into Liberia too. People that can fly.
Yeah. In the travel
agency. Fly on the way to Victory. Yeah, well, everybody bringing their own people. We want to say thank you very much. But on a serious note, though, how long we got to wait for Andy Kwame?
I mean, we can start the conversation for sure. And people have questions.
No. If I start my politics and people are waiting, there will be no way to go back down.
No, I mean that's what I said. We can start the conversation. He can join us. This is not going to take more than 30 minutes, Stanton. Because
we can get another 5 minutes. Let's get another 5 minutes and see. Our man Andy Kwame, the man always late. That man would be late for his funeral. That's it. That brother would be late for his own funeral. Seriously.
How is it possible? How is it possible? For somebody to get late. Okay, so I think that's an activity that everybody want to get late for. Number 5101075. So let's take a few more calls while we await Mr. Andy Kwame. Hello.
It's Lahak Baba calling from Cinco.
Okay, Lahak calling, go ahead. Let's hear you.
Let me get the input. Some people are taking the president's recent interview international out of context. The president said they had allowed this the president of Guinea, Dumuya. You see, when they met first, the first question he asked him was, how is the border? In the sense that he knows that they have a conflict at the border. Whether things had deteriorated, that was the intention. And they had series of talks. Other people are taking content out of, interview out of context, saying that why he didn't ask the president Dumuya this, that. The people had series of talks. And he said when they met here, the first thing, President Dumuya asked him, how is the border? Asking our president whether things had gone worse.
Okay.
We are bad. And he said, well, calm. So, there was no question, no.
That's it. Let's stay out of that. We'll talk about that man later. The funny thing is that they gotta get told that they were in the meeting. And the man said, everything will come. But Nelson was still waiting for Andy Kwame. I see that Richardson. That Richardson, we're in a group. That Richardson gets some people coming on the show to talk about travel to Liberia and Africa. That Richardson, we're in a group. All of you bring a group today. They will be part of the political discussion tonight. That Richardson, we're in a group.
They're coming. I was told not to bring them until after the football discussion.
The man Andy Kwame can come. Andy Kwame from CDC.
I heard you say the mail be late for your own funeral. That's a
sedition. Andy Kwame is a sedition. And by the way, Joseph Boakai loved government of inclusion, so he kept Andy Kwame. He kept him. And he kept him to the same position. But now I heard that he's working along with Billy D. Russell, Winfred, to bring the Lone Star. Yeah, but I heard that. But that Richardson, where you really going? I heard that Billy D. them buying plane ticket and all. For the players, it's not easy, man. I hope you're raising a lot of money, though. And I also heard that you bringing 2 of the senators now on this trip as well. I don't know if I should call their names.
I don't know about that.
Oh, so that's Society Club. You don't want me to call their name? But ladies and gentlemen, welcome, the Andy Kwame. Andy Kwame is scared to come because, he's a sedition. When he can't say something, that guy's scared like hell. That's the only man I know, my only friend in the government. No, but scared too. But very scared of hell. And he always running around. So what I did to Stanton, you have done nothing to Maine, but, it's about Liberia. And don't worry about what you did to Maine. So many people say, but what I did to Stanton, you don't have to do anything to Maine. We just got to talk good about Labrador and fix Labrador at all, right? That what you say?
Yeah.
I guarantee you today, Andy Kwame not coming anywhere. The man he put better D in 0 today.
Why you? What happened?
No.
I'm scared. The man scared. Wait. Let me call him.
Yeah, call him, man.
That's a scary sedition I was rolled over into Unity Party. Andy Kwame. The man scared. That brother scared. He let nobody to play with his job.
What's there? That's a good thing, right? Myself,
I mean, if you do something, you see how they fire Brian McGill, they'll fire Andy Kwame.
Hey man, why you say that?
Andy, my man, we're waiting for you on the show, my man. Where you at? My man, you always do it to you. You always get late. You got Mr. Russell waiting for you, my man. Man, the last time they say you were late for your funeral, man. Come on the show, let's talk Lone Star Bar. All right. Man, that's your video.
Can you guys update me a little bit, Andy? Who is he? This guy? Who is he?
What you say? All right. Yeah, Benji, the message 2-3 minutes, you will log in. Benji, you're muted. We're not hearing, my man. You call your own people.
No, I said okay.
Yeah, you got your own people there, the scared of car, got to call them. Hey, Benji, that rich isn't looking for our own people to the can.
No, my own
people. But they think that rich isn't push you can Saturday. If they can't Saturday, we'll not do that. We got sure to do. That rich isn't that's right now. So they can't tell you come Saturday. The people are saying they are going to arrest Sametua again. That big case, jury temper. The people I will talk about the jury case today. I don't know what CDC won't beyond Sametua. The people agree and say the man are guilty. Unity Party, what they won't beyond Sametua, they say the man guilty. They gotta go for him. Yaga Koluba and Supreme Court Associate Justice Kaba in Chamber. Kaba will be ruling tomorrow in Chamber, but we already know what Kaba going to say. Kaba going to say that people didn't find the document. They didn't see it. Can you imagine? We are about to twist. No, I'll wait for my time to talk on this one. We got to talk about it. We are talking about Associate Justice Kaba.
You are just saying we're about to twist.
No. Wait. The people, what this thing is doing in Liberia, it will be a precedent set. It will be.
Yeah.
Anytime the Supreme Court somebody will say, we see the paper yet. You say anything, they'll say, no, but we receive it. Even if they send a gate paper, they send a gate for it, they will say they didn't see it. Yeah. They will send the bus driver and the housemaid, the house aide. The people will say, but we see it, we receive it. If the Supreme Court rule and said they believe in the House of Representatives, that they didn't receive that document, that's problem. And we will discuss it. We'll discuss it. I heard that they anyway, I don't know what they're going to do to those people tomorrow, the jury, what they're going to do to them. We'll talk about it today.
Well, let me ask you. Let me also ask you a question. To jury tampering has always been a problem in our country, or it just seems like the way.
So that Rachel saying, our country is split in position or opposition. You can never have a system that people will go in there with the mindset that they have no political affiliation. You can never have it.
Okay, so let me ask you a question. Let me ask you another question. I've always had concern about the jury selection process, because it's not just called upon jury duty. They people send me the whole paper, they send me question, they ask me where I work.
So what's your question about the jury selection?
What's my question about jury selection?
Yeah.
My question about jury selection is, it just seems to me that we have always had jury problem in our country. Did the jury get bribed? How are they selected?
Okay, so you're asking me whether they bribed the jury, or you're asking me how they got selected? Which one?
Yes.
Both. We got nothing to show that they bribed the jury. The jury selection was done in accordance with the law. You have the prosecutor and the defense, they agree, and they selected the jury. Anything else, that's why they call jury tampering, and we're here tomorrow. But I got more to this story because I was informed, Dr. Richardson, that text messages and every phone calls were made, and I will explain it at the appropriate time. So this is to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
Who should prove this? And we got the Lafayette Good coming on, Clinton coming on. But you got to understand that even if with the government now called Samuel 12 for retrial. I mean, I thought you said this thing was here about Samuel 12. And where is that chasing him? I mean, we got too many questions. Too many questions.
So I was just going to show you. So this is the form.
Don't show your home address. Don't show your particulars.
I'm not showing it's not my home address. I'm just showing to just
show home address on it. They sent one to my daughter. I said, tell them, say you're on campus.
Well, I have no excuse
she did that. She did that, and they said, okay, we excuse you. So it's easy.
Why won't they give me a excuse?
They will excuse you. Call them.
I filled it up online and sent it to them.
You know too much. That's what happened when I excuse you. All you should have done, call them. They will send you a yellow or red card. Call the phone number and tell them.
I gotta go. I don't have
and tell them who you are, and your job cannot permit you at this time. They will excuse you. They send out things to thousands of folks, American citizens, to go sit. So therefore, all you need to do is call them.
My second time.
But you like to write. You like to fill a form, that's it. So when you like to write, you fill a form, they say, yeah, the woman won't do it, so go do it now. That's it. They posted the woman online, filling form, my name, my days, I'm a doctor.
It was a long question to ask you.
But then go there now. Don't give a hard time. Go be one
ask of me if I'm a citizen, how old I am.
That Richardson Leo, man. You love to read, and you love to read, and you love to write too much. So therefore, you will go answer questions and be part of the system. All you should have done, they have sent this thing to so many people. Just pick up the phone and call them. They say press 1 for English, press 2 if you're available, press 3, blah, 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 blah. They give you an excuse, they will excuse you. That's all.
No.
But that's the woman going on and if we say her husband a veteran, she's a doctor and she loves to read and write, she speaks English, she's a citizen. Come on, this thing gone.
I originally wanted to pay our dues, as a citizen.
That was my civil obligation. That's what.
But then, your civil obligation. You do your civil obligation. I will do my math obligation, and that's how it is. That the richest thing. But it is what it is. We want to welcome all of you to the show. We're going to bring in Annie Kwame. We'll talk a little bit about Lone Star coming to Brooklyn, Minnesota. You got to understand that they are coming and coming. There you go. Live on Spoon Independent Day March. We will be there by God's grace. We want to say to all of you, it will be a wonderful, wonderful program. Lone Star will be playing. We're going to bring in the deputy minister. I always call him former deputy minister, but the man was able to make his way into this government. So he's not former deputy minister anymore. He's deputy minister. I think when Joey take over the next government, they will keep it again. So why am I not talking about him? Oh, you scared of him? You scared of Andy? That's
a polite thing to do.
The man is not my guest. The man is my friend. He's not my guest. The man is a rollover. He's a rollover. But Annie Kwame, it's good to have you on, my friend. It's always good to see you. I know you're between a rock and a hard place. But Betty D, invited you to talk about Lone Star coming. Fly! Lone Star fly. No. That I know. No, that Richardson. It's fly, you go fly. Yeah. Why is it fly, Lone Star fly?
Why you fly, Lone Star fly?
Let it fly, you go fly on your way to bed. But what the Lone Star in the sun at?
Hey, Lone Star play.
You see us. Yeah.
But I want Andy to answer the thing. Andy, what Lone Star want a song, man? Sing that song for us today. We bringing Lone Star to America. We bringing in July 26th. So Andy, what you got? What's Lone Star song?
Play, Lone Star play. Lone Star play, oh. Play Lone Star.
Yeah.
My man, I on that.
So play Lone Star play, but Lone Star will be coming here to the United States of America to participate in the July 26th program, a big date, a big time, and we hope it happens. We're keeping our finger crossed, but welcome to the show, Andy Kwame, Deputy Minister for Football. It's good to have you. Billy D, it's good to have you, my friend. Talk to us. We don't have enough time. We got but maybe 13 minutes to go. So talk to us, Billy D.
Thank you, Stanton. And again, we'd like to say welcome to Spoon Talk. And for all of you who are joining us, whether by radio or you're watching us on your various screens, please share the show. And also like to welcome my friend and brother, Deputy Minister Andy Kwame. Thanks for being on the show with us today. So what we are discussing today, I know we don't have a lot of time, but we'll be coming on here periodically to talk about this. The Liberia national football team, senior men's national football team, will be traveling to the great state of Minnesota to play an international friendly match with Minnesota United FC. That's the that is the local major league soccer team. The Lone Star will be playing them. So it will be a great time. It's going to be more than just a game, Stanton. So there'll be a lot of celebration. There'll be a lot of activities. And the game with Lone Star will just be one of the many different activities that will be taking place here. So we are very grateful that our Lone Star will be coming here. And so you and Dr. Richardson and Nelson and the entire Spoon family, you all are invited to be here because everyone will be coming here, Stanton.
Yeah, thank you very much, Billy D. Andy, welcome. Deputy Minister, it's good to see you again. We pray you are well at your end. Talk to us, but I mean, it's something big. Liberians should know this, so we hope to have you back that we can expand further into the discussion. But talk to us, man. Where are you with this program?
Yeah, firstly, we want to say our thanks and appreciation to SACS, the company operated by Mr. Winford Russell and his colleagues, Trocon and other Francis Tyler in America. This team, we saw the celebration last year in Minnesota, and I contacted him to say, look, how can we take our national team to Minnesota? The celebration is great. How can we do it? It started like a joke, but now it has turned to a reality. We need all of you people help, especially you with the biggest platform, to make sure we sell this game, to make sure that Liberia, all the Liberians in America can turn up to this match. It's not just the football part of it, but there'll be a dinner, there'll be meet and greet, there'll be Liberians who you have not seen for a long time will meet our national team. We'll have a ball where the national team players will be presented to the Liberians in the diaspora as well. So the football part is different. And after the football match or before the football match, depending on the organizers, our national team will be presented to the Liberians in the diaspora as well, so that at least we can have fun, we can celebrate our July 26th in Minnesota in Grand Style.
Okay, so the team is coming over, team and management, team and members. Like when Lone Star is traveling, it's like the same entire folks that travel along with Lone Star, correct?
Yeah, sure. The coach, the technical staff, the players, the kid manager. I mean, it's a package, maybe about 45%.
Is this covered by the Ministry of? Would this be covered by the Ministry of Youth and Sport?
We signed a contract with SACS. The company is owned and operated by Winford Russell and Trocon and other people. They would shoulder the responsibility of the trip.
Oh wow!
And
that's
you know that there'll be sales of ticket. There'll be sales of ticket, and the sales of ticket at shows should be able to cover that. And whatever profit that is accrued will be shared between the national team and the Liberian Football Association and the company SACS.
Wow, that's big. Well,
Yeah,
so let's start before that, Richardson. Before that, Richardson comment, Winfrey, let me hear you go. We're talking about money here, Winfrey. How you guys SAC intend to raise money?
Well, we will be raising funds. We are accepting donations. We've received some donations, and we also we have resources here that we'll be able to tap into here in America that will allow us to bring Lone Star here to take care of their accommodations, their food, and everything else. So we'll tap into our resources here, and of course, we will be looking to networks like Spoon and other groups to make donations.
I think that Richardson, this is a unique way to go. Let me put this up before you ask. This is the group that bringing Lone Stars, SARX, SACS. You know, in collaboration with us producing all of this great day on the Independence Day March. We want to say to you, July 26th, July 26th, July 26th. Real quick before that, Richardson come on, how much is the ticket? Have you announced it? Is it out there yet?
Yeah, the ticket has been announced already. The lowest price ticket is about $30, and it goes all the way up to about $75 or so. But the ticket link is there. We have shared it on the Spoon TV page, Spoon Talk page. Folks can go on Minnesota United website too, as well, as you can purchase the ticket. But I know Andy also said this, but again, I would stress, you know, there'll be Liberian food, there'll be music, there'll be entertainment. So it'll be very celebratory. There'll be a march that'll be happening earlier in the day. Another group will be doing that march, and after the parade and the march, people will then move on to the game. So Lone Star will be here for a couple of days. There'll be some practice match that will take place. There'll be clinics that will take place with Minnesota United and with the Lone Star. So there are a lot of things that will be taking place. It will be a very festive event the entire week, from Thursday until Sunday. There'll be a lot of different activities. So people can go on now on Minnesota United webpage. We will also share the link where you can go and purchase your tickets.
Look, Richardson, I'm waiting for you to go.
Yeah, okay, thank you. First, I think this is a great initiative. This is a wonderful cultural and sport event that definitely will bring Liberians together, and it will put Liberia on the map. The question that I have, maybe Mr. Andy, I didn't understand your role in this whole situation into the sports community in Liberia. I didn't understand that. And number two, maybe somebody can speak to me about how does this benefit Liberia or Liberians? I don't know if any one of you want to talk about that a little bit. Besides it being a great initiative.
Yeah, let's go to Andy. Andy, can you? I mean, you've been over there since Charlie Quintan. You know the ministry. You know exactly the importance of sport. Tell us now, these guys leaving Liberia, coming over here, the proceed. How would this benefit? What kind of awareness you guys have presented to the Liberian people, Andy?
Minister, you're muted.
I got it. I got it, Russell. Go ahead, Andy. You good? Andy, just
Tell me.
You good, Andy?
Okay,
just leave it with hello. You good? Nelson, just unmute him.
Come to the national teams of Liberia. We supervise.
Andy, leave the Andy, please, my man, back. You have trained 1,000 students on technology and computer. Then a small computer game you had to, Andy. 1,000 students. You say you from sport train on computer how to use the mouse. Leave the mouse, my friend, my brother. All right, you good now. Just leave it. Go ahead. Yeah, you good. The mic go on.
Yeah, but I can answer that question for.
They got to train 1,000 youth, and the man thinking he know how to use the bus. But go ahead, Benedict.
Yeah, Dr. Richardson, I can answer that question for your cause. Okay. So like I said to you earlier, the way we envision this, what this is going to be a celebration. We're going to be celebrating Liberia's culture, Liberia heritage, our touristic assets. So the tourism folks are all involved. They're all interested in this. So we will be showcasing our football talent in the country already. Dr. Richardson, the relationship that Sox has established with Minnesota United and now with the Liberia Football Association and the Ministry of Youth and Sports is already beginning to pay dividends. We have a young Liberian, 19 years old, who had just was recently signed by Minnesota United FC. Now, we didn't have anything to do with it, but they reached out to us to help to facilitate the visa acquisition and all of that. But this is part of what would be the net benefit of this relationship. Now, there's another Liberian that they were talking to too as well. In Liberia, they travel from here to Liberia to recruit Liberian to come in, and give them a soccer contract to play football here in America. But so beyond that is the whole cultural exposure. We have the largest concentration of Liberians in the U.S. So there are a lot of folks that are coming there. We have a huge, a footprint in the state, and this is an opportunity to showcase the positive aspects and the good aspects of Liberia and Liberians, and especially the talents that exist all over the country. Before this.
Thank you. Let's bring in the other guys. Sorry, Benedict. Let's hear.
The minister can add whatever.
I want to bring the minister, Minister Kwame. Let's see if we can hear you better now.
Yeah, but sorry, I was not here.
Minister. Okay. Let's bring in Ade, Josh, Abi, Rashid. I mean, so that lemonade need there, right? No, I'm just asking for the sake of curiosity. But Ade, Ade's Ababa, Georgie, Rashid, Abi, Jolly Supermarket. By the way, man, welcome to the show. It's good to have you.
Thank you, Mr. Weatherspoon. Thank you, CEO. I appreciate it.
It's good to have you, bro. Today. So who is Georgie?
Well, I am president and founder of AT Farm Services and Travel Services within the United States.
Oh, you are here under Dr. Richardson.
Yes.
Okay, so you see, I'm mixing all you guys up, right? We're talking about football right now, then we're talking about the travel agency that you can.
It's a pleasure to be a part of it, Steve.
Yes, but what do you think, though? I believe you're from Liberia, right?
Yes, I am. Born and raised there all my life.
Okay, let me leave that one alone. But anyway, no, I don't want to act like Reverend Matthew on the show. And so what a birth certificate? No. But anyway, it's good to have you. But what do you think about this Lone Star? It's a great thing, by the way. Sorry that we're missing Andy Kwame though. But I really want to say we got to talk about this. You got travel agency, good way to interact right now. Billy Deeden talking about bringing Lone Star and the entire team. I think we can exchange information. Your travel agency can be part of this big stuff that is happening. Talk to us. You hearing this? Are you feeling good that Lone Star is coming culturally, especially in Minnesota? Talk to us, and we're talking about your travel agency. But let's hear you on this one.
Well, I think it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing for the country and for the people of Liberia. It's not too much I can say about that, but I believe that it will have a positive impact, and in whatever way that we can support that initiative, we'll be more than happy to do.
All right, thank you very much. We got about another 2 minutes for Billy. Billy, sorry that Andy Kwame having internet issue. I know next time he would prefer going into the studio that we can have a good conversation. But finally, Billy, where can we find the ticket? How people talk to us and the time, who can contact who, and talk to us about everything while we wait for Andy.
Okay, I mean, I thought, some of the other panelists may have had some questions too. I mean, not just Dr. Richardson, even though she's the love of my life, my cousin-in-law, but I'm sure others may have had some questions too.
Because we're running against time. That's why I'm trying to get rid of you.
Okay. Folks, the link to purchase the ticket, the link would be posted within the Spoon on the Spoon Facebook page, so folks can go there and access the link to purchase the ticket. It's also going to be on my page. It's going to be all over to purchase the ticket. Tickets are on sale already, Stanton. The stadium is about 20,000. It holds about 20,000 people. So already we have about 4,000 plus tickets. Almost 5,000 tickets have been sold already. So they go from $30, like I said, all the way up to $75. So it's going to be a relatively new stadium. So it's going to be really nice. It's going to be.
Talk to us about where are you going to place us when we come as from? Where are you going to place us?
Well, you don't get an all-access pass, Stanton, or as a Spoon, or if you want the skybox to be in the skybox, the VIP skybox. I mean, you will get.
No, people want the one where you're going to be, because you know that area. You know how to welcome guests. So when you going to be, that way I want to be. Seriously.
Okay.
Yeah, and Remy Gray, you know what I'm talking about. The men know how to welcome guests in Brooklyn Park. Remy Gray there, he get the drink of Pinky, you there and everything. We'll be happy to be there. But folks, you want to come though. A great program. We'll talk more about this. We have Andy Kwame back. Andy, before we let go of you, anything else you want to close with, sir? 1,000 youth computer training program.
If I could just jump in.
Andy, we want to say thanks to Andy. We are losing him again. We hope to have him back next time. But we are moving. Andy, we will be asking you to join us in studio. Dr. Richardson, close quickly with this time for
say that everything that I heard Billy D. Russell say, it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful program. It's a great initiative to put Liberia on the map, to celebrate our culture. I heard you talk about food, and definitely our food will be there. I heard you say there may be a marching band of Liberian songs, Liberian music. So all of that sounds so festive and celebratory. So I can see it now. I can smell it. I can taste it. So I welcome. I hope that everyone will just be excited to go.
Will you be there, you and Abraham?
Yeah, we must likely be there. We're in Minnesota a year ago. Ask him. You saw
Good. And after that is after party now. There's a place open. That after party place is banking like crazy. You just go sit back there and you see everything. The good, the bad, the ugly. So we welcome all of you. Winfred know the area. That's his area. Born and raised in Brooklyn Park. Adopted the name Winfred just to be part of just society. But that's fine.
But Stanton, very quickly, I know Jacob is a football guy, a football enthusiast too as well. So maybe he has a question on his mind very quickly. I see he's.
No, we got to bring Conor Gray first. Conor Gray came before Jacob. Conor Gray, quickly. You want to add anything?
Stanton, good day, everyone. I think we all are hoping for the best for Lone Star and this endeavor. Hopefully, Winfred won't stop only to the state of Minnesota. It looks like it's an open door experience that may, benefit other states as well. Do you hope to include a future endeavor that will see Lone Star playing other states as well? Because the MLS, is a huge tourney, if you will.
Yes, Conor Gray, a great point. So when we received the mandate from the Ministry of Youth and Sports. We reach out to the Liberian community in Atlanta, Georgia. We reach out to the Liberian community in Philadelphia, in Rhode Island, in the DMV, to try to see if they could put a group together to also host Lone Star. So after a year, they will go to either one of those states. But again, I mean, one of the beauties of Minnesota, if you hear, I mean, the sort of footprint we have, the sort of connections we have, they were not able to pull it off. But we did offer that to other groups. So it was not just for Lone Star to come to Minnesota. Now we didn't reach to all of the different people, the folks we knew, the people connected us to. We reach out to them, and they just didn't have the capacity to host Lone Star like the folks in Minnesota do.
Okay. Thank you very much, guys. We gotta leave this one. We'll come back again maybe Saturday if Billy D and the team are ready. We'll come back and do another round of this. We want to say thank you very much. Go Lone Star, go fly, Lone Star fly, whatever the sun is. Play Lone Star, play. We want to say we celebrate Lone Star, man. That's our darling baby. That's our team. And again, we want to wish them well. We hope the program go better, and we pray that you buy your ticket and you be part of the program. We'll come again on Saturday by God's grace. Thank you very much. Billy D, it's always good talking about great initiative, something you guys are doing in Brooklyn Park. Thank you. Let's welcome our friend, Liberian Lebanon Adi, George Abi Rashid. It's good to see you, brother. How you doing today? Dr. Richardson, you want to bring in Adi?
Well, I like for Mr. Rashid to introduce himself and the business that he does in Chicago, right?
Yes.
So can you please just do that for us, and then we'll ask you questions along the way?
Great. Thank you for the opportunity to talk a little bit about what we do here in Chicago. We are a Liberian-owned business. We are based in the city of Chicago. We do serve the country entirely, but based on jurisdictions of where you live within the confine of the United States, we can process your visa, or we can either provide a form filling for you in the process to be able to submit your documents to the consulate wherever you are within the United States for you to be able to get a visa to travel business or personal wise. We also do form filling for a lot of other countries. We do immigration form filling as well for people who are struggling to get the loved ones in and out of the country that is already here that need a form fill out for the immigration process. We can help do that. We deal with form filling for the passport services as well within the United States. And in a nutshell, this is what we do as a company.
Okay.
So
if you can just break it down for us a little bit. If I wanted to travel to Indonesia, I'm just giving you a country off the top of my head because it's somewhere that I like to go. How would you be able to help? Like, I'm a Liberian or any nationality. How would you be able to help?
So if you're Liberian based that has, if you're permanently in the United States and have a permanent resident, the application process flows as a permanent resident. And then, say for example, you go into China too.
Okay.
And you have an American passport. Basically, the process is you submit you contact us. We'll do a research for you, tell you what the requirements are, what you need to travel. We will collect all that data that you have, fill out the form for you, submit it for further review by you, the client. And when you approve it, we'll submit to the Chinese consulate. So that is based on jurisdictions. So within the Midwest, we have Chicago as the hub for the Chinese consulate. So the Chinese consulate is in Chicago. So what you do is we will process all of that documents for you, submit it for review to the client. After that, it goes to the Chinese consulate for approval. Once it's approved, you will send your passport over to us. We would take it to the consulate and make sure that it's stamped and your visa is approved, and then we'll mail it back to you to travel. So we take that headache out of you trying to come here and wait, because the process alone for you to come here, wait, is almost about the first process is filling out the form. You can probably do that from home. if you are, but then you have to come and wait for 3-4 days, at least 4 days before you can get your visa. So that is where we take the headed out of.
So thank you very much, Rashid. Yes, the issue. And I told Dr. Richardson it would be better, like we told the group from SACS concerning Lone Star, come on Saturday and come with your show and tell. And let's just tell the people the story. People want to know phone number information and everything, you know. So this is just a kind of intro. If you can, that would be better. During the weekly program, which we talk mostly about politics, is sometimes good. Yes, indeed, you come for maybe 20-30 minutes or so. But it's a great stuff you guys are doing. Folks are asking, I mean, where can they find the information for your group? What's the name of your company?
It's AT Form Filling and Travel Services. Okay. We have a website. If you want to look us up, it's AT Form Filling and Travel Services.com. If you want to email us, it's info@atformfillingservices.com.
Okay, so you guys
it's somewhere that I can probably drop that information into the viewers can see it. And
yes, you just drop it onto the live feed. You're following it, right? Just drop it there. Just drop it there. I mean, we can just take it from there.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but we need to share it on our pages as well. That would be great if you send it to Dr. Richardson. We're going to post it for you on the Spoon page, all of the information. Do you service Liberians living in Liberia or only Americans, and this is only American based?
It's I believe that if you meet all the criteria for what it takes for you to leave Liberia, it's possible. We can do the form filling, the document preparation, but we cannot guarantee you the visa.
That's what, and that's very important when people are asking. You need to explain. Somebody want to come on the visa, they want to come on a tourism visa. You can walk them through, but you cannot guarantee. So we need more time for you to explain that before someone say you would bring them to America.
No, we cannot. Let me make this clear. We does not guarantee your visa. We can make sure all your documents is in line with what the consulate or the embassy is requiring you to have. And once you have all of that, then we can proceed to the next level.
And absolutely, I'm kind of understanding what you're saying, because sometimes these forms can be very time-consuming.
Very complicated.
Yes, and complicated. So that's why you are here, to be able to help many of our people, as well as many nationalities who don't want to take the time to complete the form or even to wait in Chicago. Like I heard you say you have to take maybe 4 days of waiting if you're going to China to get your application process. You know, I may not have that time to wait in Chicago, so I just contact you. You get all the forms, paperwork correct, and then you go and do the legwork for me, and then let me know. Because that's where you're based out of, Chicago, right?
Yes, we are. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
We're licensed and registered too.
Good. So that's the phone number.
Registered by the state of Illinois.
Yes, licensed and registered by the state of Illinois.
So we got the phone number 708-942-4347. The info@atformservices.com. Listen, we're going to share this. Nelson, can you put this on our page? You guys have flyer?
I sent it, Nelson. I sent it already. Nelson and Diamond have it.
Okay, so we will ask Nelson to post it again on our page that folks can see it. But we hope you can come and explain more, right?
I'll be more than
free
happy
of charge on Saturday. Billy D, Nelson, Dr. Richardson. We all be able to only talk about your program and talk about what you will be offering. People want to know how much. The money, right? Somebody going to charge somebody $1,000 to just fill you one form, or you will be much reasonable. But
we are very reasonable, certain, because you know what? We're here to service our people.
How long your business been in operation?
Oh, we've been in operation for approximately 4 years now.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And we don't only service Liberians, by the way. We service every nationality.
Okay. But again, we wish you well. If you agree, we can put you down for Saturday. We're going to be bringing Lone Star back on Saturday. and then you can come, we can sit down and have this conversation. I love the fact that, you know, so many Liberians know this thing, but we don't have enough time. We appreciate you. We're going to give open air. I can say it. That would be free of charge. You know, you don't have to worry.
Appreciate the opportunity.
But just talk to Dr. Richardson, come in and let's have a wonderful program. We want to know more about your program.
Yeah, I just want to say we're going to work it out, Mr. Rashid and I. There's some conflict in work schedule, but we can work it out. So we'll do that.
Thank you. Mahena Isa. I finished saying my own. So in the comment, it says, stand up, say Mahena Isa, yeah?
Thank you.
I like it. I understand.
Yeah, I just had a quick question for you, Stanton.
Yes.
Do you all have a consulate in Chicago? Because I know the consulate for the Midwest
is in Minnesota.
It's in Minnesota, yeah. So
to be in
do you
Chicago.
work closely with the consulate here?
You know what? I just found out that the consulate was appointed in Minnesota, Minneapolis, Minnesota. So
actually, it's Brooklyn Park, Minnesota, not Minneapolis.
Yes, Brooklyn Park. So I'm trying to make time to come out there and introduce myself and let them know what we do and how we can offer services to the consulate in Minnesota as well.
Okay, I will work with my cousin-in-law since she's working with you. So because we have a direct connections and contact with the consulate here. And the consul general, so we can make that happen. We set up that.
I'll look forward to that, Mr. Russell. And you know, we have a lot of clientele in the Minnesota area.
Okay. You know, that's it. That's the beauty of Spoon Talk. We connect, you know, and that's exactly what's happening. But I have a lot of questions though, but hope to see you on Saturday because someone sent me let me say this while we're on the show. Welcome, Emmanuel, Wilford, Jacob, and Conor Gray. Last week, someone sent me a picture, full passport, full, very deep. And I said, what is this? They say, oh, Stanton, there's a guy in Trenton. You send your passport to the guy. He put visa, and if you want, let's say passport. I said, seriously? But who's this guy? I like, who's this guy? He said, yeah, but people are sending the stuff to them. I decided to say it today because I know the guy. They send me the information. I don't know how he's connecting. When we found out, Liberia got no operation in Trenton to any offices over there to be issuing passport, a visa or whatsoever. So I'm announcing it now. Maybe they are listening, but I have, you know, the information. And while you're doing this, we got to discuss it, right? They got a lot of folks out there creating their own stuff that they will help you with, let's say, passe upon arrival, let's say, passe upon departure. They will help you with X, Y, and Z. But we got to be very careful. And I just want to say to you, it's good thing that you're coming out and telling us who you are. Come back again on Saturday when it's okay with Dr. Richardson. Let's get to know you better. That there's no 419 out there operating like they are working for the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. I'm a straight shooter. Let me tell you that straightly.
I appreciate the honesty.
Yeah.
And that's why we're here to take the headed out of that. And we can help to make sure that we get things going in the right direction. We can help our clients do that.
Thank you very much, Chief. We do appreciate you.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Have a good evening.
You too.
Thank you.
All right. So there we go. Again, I like the guy name. His name is Abijali Supermarket. I just, you know, it reminded me about Abijali Supermarket when Russell and Emmanuel, the parents, now when they go to Abijali, what we're going to Douala Market, they're going to go to Douala Market to buy what Mumwe and Koga or drive really over there going with a pump bottle to go beat that thing. We got that ability, you know, that Global Chair, that Emmanuel George, parents from Beaumont come to do the weekly food shop in Abijali Supermarket. And yeah, I mean, check out. And we just look at it and we see the car pass and wave to the car. Who are we, you know, to be, well, hey, it is what it is. We want to say to all of you a good time. We always never last. But we want to appreciate you all, that we are all Liberian. We won. I want to say again, welcome to the show. We got a lot to discuss, folks. I don't know where you're coming from. Summit Tour is in the picture. Share the show. A lot of people call me today. What's the issue about Summit 12? It's the government personally attacking Summit 12. They take the man to court. The people say they're not guilty. To our amazement, jury tempered. From there, they said to the priest, how will you go? My head is set against somebody. What actually happened here? Is this a personal wish hunt, or that Samuel 12 will go down? Period. No if and a but. So we woke up this morning. But I have information for you all, though. I know some of the jurors. Seriously, I do. I do. They're going to call them tomorrow. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say this, but I'll hold it yet. But what actually the government want? You know, I will rest with this story, guys. And welcome to Spoon Talk. There's a man called John the Baptist. If you follow the Bible, he was put in jail for preaching the gospel. You know, say, repent, for the kingdom of heaven is at hand. And he spoke to the king and said, you're wrong to marry your brother wife. Now the king got angry and they put him in jail. So while in jail, the king was drinking, he was feasting, he was celebrating. And then guess what happened? He was under the influence. And you know the story. Here comes the king's daughter dancing and swinging and racking her hip, and everybody was celebrating. The king said, ask for anything you want, even half of the kingdom, I will give it to you. And she went and consulted her mother. And her mother said, ask for the head of John the Baptist. Just the head of John the Baptist. Don't ask for anything. Don't ask for half of the kingdom. Don't ask for silver and gold. Don't ask that you will fix the country. Don't ask for anything. Just ask for the head of Samuel 12. Now, I'm coming from somewhere here, folks. The king was trembling. He said, you sure you don't want Mercedes-Benz? You sure you don't want a Defender? You sure you don't want the best car, airplane, everything? She said, no. And Unity Party is saying, no matter what you do, we just want the head of Samuel 12. Yeah, but I take the man to court. $6.5 million. He's not guilty. Bring him back. Let hold him on the $20.5 million arrest issue. No, not that one. Bring him back. Let hold him on this. No. Whatever you do, we only asking for the head of Samuel 12. Is that what happened? I'm just asking a question. So let's talk about the Samuel 12 issue right now. That Richardson. It's getting too scary, Dr. Richardson. We are to the place right now that people's body is trembling. That the court is setting precedents that will haunt the country tomorrow. Look at the case of Yeke Koruba. We'll get there. Welcome to Spoon Talk, folks. Let's have fun and let's discuss the issue. We are discussing Samuel 12 first on this thing. And whatever the case may be, this is our work. We have the SG Fire. Fire is straightforward. We have the Justice Minister, also 12. We have Samuel 12 lawyer, Arthur Johnson. And something is happening here, folks. What say you? So, they are calling the jury. Here's the letter. It's in the chat room. They say, okay, you're bringing them back. You're bringing them back. Yes, the letter. Dr. Richardson, let's hear you.
So this is very interesting because I thought this case was over in as much as many Liberians did not like the outcome of the case, but it appears that our justice system spoke about this case. But as you said, and you put this in the chat room, it is appearing again, this time under the disguise or under the process of juror tampering. The only question that I have is, what is the status of our jury system now, that we can definitively say that jurors were corrupt or bribed, or they were involved? I understand that these jurors were sequestered, so that means that the government took charge of their livelihood. That means that they took charge of where they stay, how they ate, they monitor them. So how could they have been tempered? Maybe this is what needs to be explained further, and maybe you will. But I want to say, I was really interested in your John the Baptist story. That was just a really good teaching opening. And I want to see further analogy to how it relates to what we were talking about. But that was good. You captured my attention for a little bit.
I always do that, Richardson. That's why you love this phone talk. Welcome. What you put your head? You can tell Benedict, though. Well, what say you? This scenario, what is happening, Benedict? What say you?
I mean, what I would say, Stanton, I mean, one of the things that I'm concerned, that concerns me is that, again, the government has to be really, really sensitive about how it goes after the likes of Samuel Tuer and all of that. Now, I'm all for accountability, right? But we have to be very careful so that it doesn't appear. I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm not suggesting that, I'm just saying we just have to be really careful so this does not appear as a witch hunt. Because if we are not careful, and I know there's nothing that says that, okay, if one case fails, I mean, you can't go after another, you can look in different directions. But as polarizing as this issue is, and as politicized as our political economy is, I just want to caution the government to tread on the side of caution. I just want to advise the government to just tread on the side of caution, because we don't want this to come across as a witch hunt, because obviously they're going to weaponize it, they're going to be politicized, they're going to be weaponized, and the outcome that we're looking for, we will not get it once we get into that rabbit hole.
I mean, good way for your first spin yet, though. And that's people fear, that's the fear folks have, seriously. People in Unity Party, I was on the phone with other people, right? And I said, can we just move on, right? So if something out there that we can hook Samuel Tuer on, we should. But going back down and making this about Samuel Tuer exoneration, acquittal, that's a good way to go. Let me bring in Conor Gray. Conor Gray, it's good to see you, man. I was thinking about you today, and I said I was going to call you, and say I've been thinking about you. I've been thinking about you. I heard some things that were discussed off this show, and I hope you got to apologize to Madam for me. You shouldn't have gone where you went. But let us bring you up to speed, Conor Gray. What say you about this?
Stanton, good day, my brother. The fight against corruption is as old as 179 years since the existence of a state. It's bigger than any individual. In as much as people fight to hold this to be an embodiment of one individual among the 5 accused, that's their prerogative. But the fight against corruption is bigger. And there has been no time in the history of our country where I've seen people are so vehement about prosecuting corruption than now. But it seems as though the fight is against the people versus the government. In most countries of scale, this would be a very brilliant moment for people to say, yes, at long last, we're coming to nip this stuff on the bud. They went to a trial, accusations were made, went through trial. the justice system. It's not targeted against one person. At the end of the trial, certain jurors came forward, 3 of them, and reported what transpired during the jury process. Does that require investigation? Yes, it does. Jury tampering is also a crime, just as the very case they were prosecuting. So if somebody wants to make this about one of the accused, that's their prerogative. But I know that the fight against corruption is genuine under this regime. That's what some of us have been hoping for. So if you tamper with the jury, i.e. bribe them and to influence the decision, and there's credible allegation made by 3 of them, it's worth looking into. Go to the state of North Carolina. A case was just overturned against a judge who murdered his own family. And that the lawyer, I know if you can read up on that case, Stanton, but jury tampering is serious. And we from the get-go, we say, well, how can you accuse 5 people of conspiring? Who are they conspiring with? And then you say the other one were not part of it, and these other ones were part of it. Yeah, well, that's the legal system. They went scotch-free. But now there's new evidence of jury tampering. That's a crime, and it must be investigated.
So quickly, we got to ask you: do you have anything to show that there's evidence of jury tampering?
I'm pretty sure the court will. Senator, I'm pretty sure I don't have anything. The court will be able to prove that.
So it's
because that's the allegation for which they are bringing the case back.
Correct. Yeah, correct. So that's allegation because we don't have anything, correct? Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Gonna great. Jacob, let's bring you on, Jacob. This thing is having a crazy turn here. Talk to me, Jacob.
Look, listen to me, Stanton. I think this is a really gripping moment here. And to be honest, I've been following the news for the last 48 hours over this whole Samuel Tuer trial. And I 110% agree with the Student Unification Party from the university that have characterized this whole trial of Mr. Samuel Tuer now as a political witch hunt. I've arrived at that conclusion already, especially in the face of what has transpired in the last 48 hours. And this is disgraceful. Let's be clear here, and I'm not going to dilly-dally words here today. I'm going to be absolutely shooting for the head on this matter. And I'm going to say here that everything that the government has done from the beginning of the trial to now, everything points towards the direction of a political witch hunt. I'm sorry, I have to arrive at that conclusion. I have no option here now. This man was Minister of Finance of this country. The government in which he served tenure ended democratically. He traveled to Ivory Coast, going by his business as a private citizen. The government of the Republic of Liberia drew up an indictment, accused the man of betraying the public trust as Minister of Finance. He was in Ivory Coast. Nobody coercing. He was not a fugitive running away from justice. He got on the plane, flew into Monrovia to face justice, to answer to his name. Now, the first act of political witch hunt we saw was the head of the Immigration Bureau was suspended and subsequently dismissed because we understand that he refused to handcuff Mr. Samuel Tuer at the border. I mean, who wants to arrest somebody who's coming towards justice? He's not running away from justice as a fear, but he's coming towards justice to face his accuser. In a competent court of jurisdiction, he drove from the airport, went to the court, presented himself before this competent court of jurisdiction and said, I heard that there are questions around my service. I'm here to answer to those who have accused me. He went fully through the legal process, make the cases. Anthony went before the court, made the case. The argument was that I went to the court more than 3 different times. I listened to the validity of the argument and the case before the full bench, before the jurors and the judge. At the end of a gripping trial, 3, 4, 5, over 2 years, the jurors or the jury handed down a no guilty verdict. That should be end of the story. Because as far as we know, and I'm sure some of the legal people will come here and try to go into legal nuances around this matter. But I listen to as a layman, I listen to the case. The government of the Republic of Liberia, let me be clear, failed miserably, drastically to prove their matter in front of the jury. If I was a juror in that case, I would have definitely handed out a non-guilty verdict. Because
thank you. We gotta move on. We gotta move.
I know I'm talking about my time, but I'll just land on this one word. I want to say here that this is a political witch hunt, and I think the government and the president, the executive marshal, should step in here and call on these politically intoxicated Unity Party people who want to undermine the peace and tranquility of this country by trying to politicize this matter.
Thank you very much, Jacob. And this will be a very interesting conversation today. Samuel 12, my only one question somebody need to answer. So the whole thing was about Samuel 12. Ain't got nothing to do with Stanley Ford. Ain't got nothing to do with any of them. I'm asking the question, was it all about just Samuel 12? Or it was actually about $6.5 million, and those people that admitted that yes, indeed, they took the money from the bank, that yes, indeed, the money was spent on national security, or this whole thing was just about Samuel 12. Lock him up, lock him up, lock him up. Wilfred Bangura, welcome to the show. How can we go back to talk about bring back Samuel 12? Let's retry it because of jury tampering.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witherspoon. It's good to be on tonight, and my salutations to my fellow panelists, particularly Mr. Jacob Jala. It's great to see you. You were sweating. Just hope you're good. I have been following the case just like most of you. But when I thought that the case was over, I'm a layman in the legal realm. But when I thought that it was over, I began to get other developments. Now, I know that this is a very sensitive case. On the one hand, there is a fear that when you try to exhaust all of the legal issues surrounding it, some might want to call it a witch hunt. But there is, on the other hand, the necessity of exhausting all of the legal issues surrounding the case. The question we asked tonight is, if there was jury tampering, who tampered with the jurors? Who did that? Because I understand that that act itself is committed by two people, the one who was tampered with and the one who did the tampering. So who did that? Don't you think that it will be in the best interest of the public to exhaust that, to investigate that, to know who really did that? Don't you think so? If it really did happen. And so the investigation that, according to you, will commence tomorrow will help us unearth the truthfulness behind that, whether or not there was tampering. That investigation is very key. It is in the best interest of the public. It is in the best interest of everyone, opposition, the regime, every Liberian, including observers from the international community, to really know whether or not any such thing happened, because it has the proclivity to deface the integrity of our judicial system. So it is in our mutual best interest to know whether somebody was tampered with and by whom. And so I know that because the case is sensitive, it's very easy to say, oh, this is witch hunt. But wait a second, it would be a good thing for us to know what really happened, because it's part of the entire legal process. If it were an action that is completely outside of the process, then of course people will want to say, but why are you going to that? But if it legitimately fits within the ambit of the judiciary and within the process, of the courts, why not give that a chance to go through, so that all of us can come to a conclusion as to what really happened.
Thank you very much, Brother Bangura. Kev, welcome to the show. Okay, Imado, welcome to the show. You let Kev sleeping.
Okay.
Are you on? Yeah.
No, you can hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay, let me say hi to everybody. Stanton, it's a sad day. It's a sad time for our nation. I always use the word on Facebook, the dark days, and I also use the word coming back. The dark days are coming back. The Unity Party paraded after the verdict. They said they won the case. We all on this platform. They said they won the case. They celebrated. They say they won the case. $6 million, $6.2 million were missing. And now they're going and asking the judge to reinvestigate the case because of jury tampering. So I tried to do my studies and try to ask all other legal scholars around Africa, other places, who familiar with the system in Liberia and America. And what they told me that the judge don't have the authority to call the jury back after they disband the jury. It's in the Constitution. It's there. The law is there. That's what they say. They say to me, I hope the lawyers them in Liberia will take it to the Supreme Court. It's there. So, and then I decided to check. Then some of the lawyers that with Sametwe, and say, yes, sir, it's there. We know it. And what I learned, they say either this thing, what they're doing is for entertainment purpose. On the 12 issue, they say it's probably an entertainment purpose, just to entertain the Unity Party people. But the law is there. Then we ask the question: why the three jury who? No, 30 seconds to that, baby. They say why the
so whenever I say thank you, they say 30 seconds.
Yeah,
yeah.
Why the three jury then who decide to file say, oh, there's something.
Thank you. Thank you, Kefiko. And again, before we forget, congratulations to your daughter graduating with I believe master's degree. Congratulations to you and her mother. Actually, to her mother, not to you, because you didn't do anything in that. Emmanuel George, let's hear you on this event. We have trouble though, but we'll do another round on this. So let me allow you to do your intro on this summit where.
Thank you, Stendhal. Good evening to you, to Dr. Richardson, Billy D, Conor Gray, Jacob Jada, Wilfred, Kev, Azido, and the traditional chief, Fubi Henrys. Oh, let me start by this. That I want to congratulate President Mbweka and myself and because one thing that President Mbweka and myself fully agree on is on a football team called Arsenal. So today we won the English Premier League. So President Mbweka, we are celebrating right now for winning the EPL, and all the fans of the Arsenal Football Club, congrats. Okay, great. So look, I really don't want to say much on this tonight. Those jurors were in court. They passed the verdict. It took them 2 weeks for them to realize that somebody could speak to them. I mean, it's kind of funny, but we'll go through the process. The process will take its course. We will go to do that which is right. But this case is gradually becoming a witch hunt case because last week, the rumor was the Supreme Court was the one doing this. So it's like the Supreme Court found out that they couldn't do it, so they passed it down to to the criminal court. So we all had a rumor last week. The Supreme Court came to debunk that rumor. Our brother Kanio Barbara came on the show and debunked that rumor, but it have come to light. Maybe the Supreme Court rejected the offer, and they took it down to the criminal court. But we'll wait to see the final verdict. Let me be clear on this show. Every Liberian should be angry when a few of us are stealing from our coffers. We should be angry. But we should be equally angry when our government refuses to investigate and follow the stories. Going to court when they have no serious case evidence that they have just to go and waste our money. So we should be furious that they waste our money, and we should be furious that monies are stolen from that country. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eman. Isaac, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Stanton. Samuel Tuer must be guilty. No matter what, any circumstance, real or some, Samuel Tuer must be guilty. In the day, in the night, 3 hours later, 10 hours later, 4 days, 100 years, Samuel Tuer must be guilty. So if Samuel Tuer is found guilty and sent to jail, so what? So what? Come to think about it, people that served as jurors left, went home, took their phone, chatted with their friends, chatted with their family, chatted with their loved ones, slept, ate, rest, bathed. 2 weeks later, they remember that somebody was tampering their someone. They remember. What kind of country are we having? Lord, United Party, Samuel Tuer flock you in court, you lost. Control your pain. Stop being a bad loser. Get a grip of your life. Move on. You lost. You lied that you had evidence. You produced no evidence. Samuel Tuer flock you. Sleep. Drink cold water. Move on. Don't be a cry loser. You went to court. You stay years, months in court. He flocked you. Get your life. Take a chill pill and move on. You were flocked. Nothing you can do to change it. Be a responsible loser. And what United Party keeps doing to their partisans is bad. It's bad. United Party will always ensure they give their partisan happiness of things that will never happen. And unfortunately, the little children do keep believing them. Although the things will never happen, but they keep getting the anxiety of them. Senator was in Africa. You say he only come back. He came back. He went to court. Day after day, night after night, week after night, the verdict came. Samuel Tuer, flock you, get your life together and move on. Don't be a bad loser. 2 weeks after people go home, 2 weeks, they forget about the case. Somehow, somewhere, Holy Spirit interacting from heaven, it got on their head. They remember what was happening. United Party, you lost. Samuel Tuer flocked you. Put your life together and move on.
Thank you. Thank you. Let me bring in Clinton. I saw Phoebe yet. I don't know, maybe he went up. Let me bring in Clinton. Clinton, let's hear you. Welcome to the show.
Stanton, thank you. As you can see from my face, I had a long day and I was tired. I was actually sleeping, got up and decided to watch the show from bed. But then, listening to Conor Gray, it's something that will wake you from your sleep, and you can, everything from the very onset of this case speaks to a United Party that is bent on holding Samuel Tuer. All they want is Samuel Tuer guilty. I listened to Conor Gray, he spoke, and I was surprised when you asked him the question that he doesn't even have any evidence. He was speaking as though there was so much evidence that he had that there was juris tempore in this case. Look, Isaac said his best. To have a not guilty verdict of a guilty verdict, it has to be a unanimous decision. So these jurors sat down, they all agreed that Samuel Tuer is not guilty, went back, they sat down for I don't know how many days, and now they come in and saying that, look, there was jury tampering. This doesn't make any sense. First thing you have to understand that Samuel Tuer does not control access to the jury. These jurors are under sequester. That means they were placed in a place where only the agents of the government have access to them. So you have the court sheriffs who have access to them. You have the police and everybody who was gathered in. Where did Samuel Tuer pass to go and tamper with jury? Now, this very silly argument that people are making that seditions, because seditions were on the jury panel and therefore there must have been tampering. This is sheer nonsense. The government lost. They have to agree that they lost, and they have to let this thing rest and go and look for other cases. There is, look, jury tampering, as serious as it is, right? It is very, 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 on the very extreme cases where you can have an appellate court even think about overturning a not guilty verdict. This is almost unheard of. So the Unity Party at this point, they are just wasting their time to have this investigation because they have an uphill battle. How is Samuel Tuer able to bribe the juror, tamper with the juror, when these jurors were in a place where they were controlled only by agents of the government? How? This just doesn't make sense. The Unity Party need to lick its wounds and go back to sleep. Look, we are not in any way saying that we don't want any kind of investigation. We don't want people to fight corruption, but Conor Gray, you have to open your eyes. This man flew from Ivory Coast and came to Liberia. He could have been on the run. He came to the country and said, look, I view myself to the process. Went through the process, found not guilty, and now you're still chasing him.
Thank you very much. We will run through, Councillor. Thank you very much. Let me bring in my brother, the chief himself, Phoebe Henrys. Phoebe?
Yeah, so good evening. No, it's a good thing. I enjoy my citizen manner. They say the fish come under the water and say this thing happened under the water. Then you say no, it's not possible. You were not part of those that sat on the panel as jurors. So they came out, few of them came out and said they noticed their guys, some of their guys had telephone with them, which they shouldn't have under that process. So they didn't say Samuel Tuer went there, they saw Samuel Tuer inside where they were kept. They didn't accuse Samuel Tuer of that. They said there were guys from their end that had telephones and that were making calls outside and getting involved in all sort of stuff. So those are allegations. So nothing wrong with investigating it, because 3 of them that were part of the panel came out and said this is what they observed. So it's only an investigation. So it's not about Samuel Tuer 1 year or CDC or Unity Party lost case. Unity Party, they didn't lose the case. But the guys, they have a genuine claim. So let them go and investigate. Everybody wants to know what happened. Because we cannot, we all talk about, I have been through the whole legal process. I have been star witnessing case. And I know. And I follow some of these things. I've seen them, I've heard some of those things as well. We know that jurors can be tampered with. And it's something that is common in Liberia. So we cannot sit here and want to play partisan something called a witch hunt. Corruption is an act of witchcraft. So there is nothing wrong with witch hunting corrupt officials. If you call it, if you call it witch hunt, there's nothing wrong with that. As long as they got corruption allegation on them, go after them. Nothing wrong with that. So they only want the judge want to go into the case and investigate. Let them investigate. They are not holding Samuel Tuer, they're not holding Samuel Tuer back to court, but they want to investigate the allegation. So it's fair that they have the investigation. Why will move on in the country?
Thank you. So the question here, thank you very much, Phoebe. The question, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Spoon Talk, share the show, let's have fun. But we are discussing a very serious issue. Benedict, who should be blamed? If it is true that the juror has cell phone and they have some, contraband issues, who bear that burden? Who should be blamed for that?
I mean, the prosecuting agency, the government in this case. I mean, but as Stanton, these type of improprieties happen all over the place. They happen here in the $250 million case year. There was some juror tampering that went on. I mean, so you can have all of the checks in place, and those things can still happen. But to your specific question, the answer to your specific question, I mean, is the government. The government was the prosecuting agency or prosecuting entity. I mean, it should be held responsible and for keeping, ensuring that either the jurors were sequestered or that they did not have any of those sort of recording devices or photographic devices on them. So there's no way you can go, for the most part, in Liberia. wanted to go see any of these big officials,
Gentlemen, can I
they
get
will not
10
allow you
seconds,
to
please?
take your.
Go,
They will not
go ahead,
allow you.
Brandon.
They will not allow you to take your cell phone with you. You know, so I mean, you go all around. So you have a case as important as this case is, you know, and you know, so I mean, you
So
put
let me
that on
ask you quickly.
the
I gotta bring in
doorstep of the
Conor Gray. I
government.
gotta bring in Conor Gray. Let me squeeze this one quickly and see question will go around the table, right? If we are blaming the government on this, because it could represent the government too and the people, right? So I mean, it is, you have the sheriff, you have everybody protecting those people. They were under the jurisdiction. Don't you think it's shameful even to come and say we had jury tampering because, you know, these people then, and they have cell phone messages were exchanged and whatsoever. If that is the case though, if you know, fine. If not, maybe Clinton can help us. Let's just agree, even if phone calls were made and messages were exchanged, should the government call back 712 for retrial? Benedict?
I'm not sure what the legal process that would be. I mean, if it would be eligible for a retrial based on that discrepancy, you know, and you know, I'm not sure. I'm sure the attorney here would be able to talk
thank you.
more authoritatively about that.
Correct. So Conor Gray, the same thing. Who to be blamed here, not Conor Gray?
Oh, but Stanton, you asking who to be blamed because the case was, I mean, jurors were tampered with? Who to blame? I blame the individual who initiated, or the group of folks who initiated the very act. You know, let's not forget this juror were not meeting in heaven where you have to have a pass to get there. This juror they met in the Republic. So to deem them that nobody had access to them, that's something we have yet to argue against when the facts are presented eventually. But let's not forget that even Clinton here has done probably the 12 Angry Men. When you start law school, those are some of the cases that come up. The case was one referenced today by my learned colleague whom I sat in law school with, Mr. Jackie Bruce. And it's so interesting, 12 jurors met, and a young man killed his father. And so all of them were prejudiced, biased at that point. They were so angry they sentenced the man. Well, juror number 8 went in and said, wait a minute. You know, because of that juror number 8, that entire case was overturned, even though there had been a conviction. The same thing with the situation with the lawyer today in South Carolina. The lawyer who killed his family, you know, it was later discovered that was jury tampering, and this guy had been sentenced or served some time, and now they will have to overturn that case. So I don't know why people are behaving as though this is unprecedented. This has legal precedence, and if anybody wants to argue that somebody was in exile, they flew into the country, if they were accused as part of a group of 5, they could have been judged or
Conor Gray, Conor Gray, what you are saying is contrary to what occurred here in North Carolina, though. Number one. Number two, I beg you guys. I think, I don't know. Nelson, you want to come on? We're having some technical issue. Nelson, come on, please. I mean, we just created a space. Come on, please. But I want to say, Conor Gray, they were under the protection of the government. They were under the protection of the government. All right. They would, after the case, they went down Waterside to go buy pepper carrot. No. They were placed, and no one should have access to them. So we need to understand that. And being that they were there from start to finish of the case. If they want bag of water, the sheriff will go out there and get them bag of water. They were under the direct supervision of the government. So we shouldn't leave that and say that, oh no, so therefore, you know, don't blame them. No, we should include this in the conversation. They couldn't do anything by themselves. So if we establish that category, then we move to the next question though. But I like what you said. You say you don't have evidence yet. We got to wait and see. Anybody can get vexed among them 12 or 15. Right, Clinton? So say, let's say I don't like Clinton yet, and Clinton, I think he's a sedition or he's for Unity Party, and I go over there and say, yeah, Clinton had a cell phone. But let's go back to what Asa said. The guys have been on the street for 2 weeks. They've been telling people about the kids. I mean, this, Jacob, it doesn't look like complete witchcraft hunting somebody yet. Pure witch hunt. Because there's no way you can, there's no way you can come on and say everything now.
We off Facebook. We off Facebook. We off Facebook.
That's it. Yeah, we
That's
on. Yeah, it's okay, Kev.
We on
So
the
check
radio.
out. Hey, Kev, hold on now. So Jacob, let's hear you, Jacob. I mean, this is crazy confusion here.
Stanton, it's clear. Look at what has been happening, right? So like 2 weeks, the case is over. Full jury disbanded, and then you come and talk about jury tampering. I mean, these people were like the words you sequestered. I mean, they were cut off from everybody, only agents of the state. So I think the defense is the one normally we would expect to be raising question about jury tampering. But I can tell you that I'm sorry that most of us didn't have the time to attend this trial. I can tell you, Stanton, the government of Liberia, the argument they raised in the court against Samuel was the weakest, laziest argument I've ever heard in my entire lifetime in a criminal trial, trying to hold a minister of finance responsible for the abuse of public trust. To the extent that the prosecution whole case and matter was singled down on the legitimate administrative function of the minister of finance. From that day, I said, but this is a very weak case. You cannot
I think we have an internet problem for Liberia though. All right, Kev, let me bring you on, Kev.
Stanton, you know, I'm on the phone back and forth with folks. I wish we on Facebook Live because we have to repeat some of the things we say. And when the jury is assembled, Dr. George, Gamonde, you the lawyer, right? They take the phones from them. Am I correct? They take the phone. They completely black out from the entire wall. So how come they came back and say? So we are getting information now that they will be arrested tomorrow and take their private phones away from them. They will be arrested tomorrow because if they're in
who will be arrested tomorrow? Who will be arrested tomorrow?
The jury will be arrested tomorrow.
The people that called it back.
Yes, they will be arrested tomorrow and take the phone away from them to see in their phones, right? But again, how can you be under the jury government protection with a phone? Because they take the phone away from them. Because the same system in America, they take the phone, they're away from the public. No communication with them and the public. No phone. I believe that this judge, within his wisdom tomorrow, will talk to a true lawyer and just throw it out and say there is nothing in there because they took the phone away from them. But with the pressure of the government to just put somebody in jail, maybe the judge must give in. Because how can the judge how can they say they have a cell phone with them? Dr. George, even in America, yeah, you are away from the public.
Thank you, Ken.
No cell phone, nothing.
Thank you. Thank you, Ken.
I wish we would come on Facebook. Let's repeat that because I know the radio.
Okay, thank you. We are coming back. Let's welcome Representative Yeke Koruba. It's good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining us. Bangura, before we go to Representative Koruba.
Can I finish my point? I think I went off.
Yeah, we'll come back to you. Hold on 1 minute, Jacob. Bangura, it's nothing big out there that Unity Party should focus on. Why are we wasting time? Because this is like wasting time. We got another 20.5 million case that the court in 712 to answer question on, and all the other won them. 712 won this one. The Unity Party said they won. So then, let me ask you a question. If there's a jury tampering yet, then it means that all the other guardians that they found guilty or hang jury on the issue, are they saying they're going to try all of them all over too?
Good questions, Kenzo.
The very jury that are saying we supported these people, we supported this one, 712 they were not free, so they will call everybody back again and spend another $2 million or so to do the case over. Talk to me, man. Let's focus on something.
Thank you so much. You know, it's interesting if the jury in countries like the United States or Britain can be tampered with. How much more about Liberia? It's a common thing, you know. And it's like asking, how did the man cross the red light? The red light is supposed to be there to regulate his movement, but people with motive will run the light. Or it's like saying, how did a criminal end up with a cell phone in prison when that criminal was debarred from taking a phone? So people have got a way of having their way, breaking through system. The interesting thing here is that if any such thing happened, such as jury tampering, which we know in the United States and Minnesota in 2024, they feed your future foundation. There was a situation involving a juror alleging that somebody dropped $120,000 right at her door. That was a juror. These things happen everywhere. It's commonplace. What we must be interested in are a number of things. Is it legal that after a week or so of a verdict that individuals or jurors can come forth and make allegations that their friends were tampered with? Does it fall within the ambit of the legal system? Is it acceptable? Is it a common practice? If the question is yes, or the answer is yes, don't you think it is quite interesting that then we should push forward to investigate that incident? So if investigating the incident doesn't mean you are investigating anybody else. I mean, those who were acquitted, those who had hung jury, those who were, found guilty, etc., etc. You're not tampering with that case yet. You're trying to establish, first of all, what really happened. For me, I'm interested in that. And I think the system, I think these are what bring transparency to the system so that people get to know what happened. About the question of whether or not you have to retry the case, from my own layman understanding and research, these things, once they are found to be true, can lead to mistrial. And it can lead to defective verdicts. So it means that potentially there can be a retrial if somebody is found culpable and it is established based on evidential value that the act did happen. It can lead to
which act that will lead to that of Bangura, that amongst the jury they were talking, they had cell phone or something that directly involved the prosecutor or the defense representative. Which one are you talking about?
That if, and the lawyers here, he will correct me, except that sometimes he can be very biased because of his partisan-shaped heart, but he's here. He should be objective to listen to him. But the point here is that tampering can happen in many ways. It can be through bribery, it can be through intimidation, it can be through inappropriate communication. Once that is established, that any such thing did happen, it warrants investigation. And with evidence adduced, it can lead to a conclusion that it happened, and it can affect the integrity of the trial, which can lead to a defective verdict.
Let me bring in Emmanuel George. Emmanuel, let's say you, my friend. A lot of people asking questions, guys. We are back on Facebook, on YouTube. We went off because of the situation of the rain. It took us off, but we are back. Emmanuel, I kind of like not getting the argument from the government. That argument, Unity Party people celebrated that they won. You follow that? The opposition, Samuel Twain and his team celebrated that they won. Today, after 2 weeks, going to 3 weeks, they say they called them back. They messed this case up. Who complaining? Who asking to call them back? I told you won. I told Associate Justice Fayaso to let go because he won this thing. He should be even afraid because he won 2 out of 5. So why is he calling back now? Why are they even entertaining that? So have they accepted the defeat that Samuel Twain was the target and Samuel Twain won them? Emmanuel, what's going on? Something is not adding up. And I want you to also tell me about the political distraction here. Because there's a political distraction. When we're talking about the country that get hardship and everything is happening, and you still dragging us down on this one Samuel Twain trial that the court of competent jurisdiction say he won? Man, they are losing focus. But talk to me, Dr. George.
Yes, thank you. I will start from the back end. Yeah, it's part of the whole political engineering. When you study these things in depth, sometimes the government throws story in a rank so that it can distract us from the things we're discussing on the show yesterday. We're discussing the National Identification Registry. We were discussing more at least 75% of the population that have access to basic drinking water. We're discussing the issue of hardship in the country. Now we're spending the entire hour going back to Samuel Twain's story and leaving that distraction. So yes, it's part of things that people do politically. Stories are thrown out there so we can follow it. But this is where and with Wayfair and other smart guys on it and the counselors here, Fubi, then are smarter than I am on the show. Why my brain is going through a little bit of confusion is that these 3 jurors were in the jury room when the verdict was being passed. When it comes to Samuel 12, there was not a hung jury. So it means that the 12 jurors agree that he was not guilty. Councilor Gamo, you can have it. The 12 of them agree that he was not guilty. So I'm wondering where this issue of tampering is coming from now, that these 3 jurors who are raising this issue agree with the Franks who they believe are tampering, or are they saying they were tampered with? They agree, and that's why we have the not guilty verdict. And going further to the case in South Carolina, the reason why the South Carolina court overturned the case was because the clerk of the court gave wrongful information to the jury. It was not that it tampered with them. She did not give them the rightful information. She gave the information in such a way that the doctor was seen as a guilty person throughout her entire life, and that's what the court said. You have to go back and because you didn't give them a clear picture. But that is not what we have in this case. We have 3 jurors in this case saying that their friends were tampered with, but these 3 jurors who are raising this issue were among the 12 jurors who voted not guilty for Mr. Samuel Twain. So perhaps when Gama you talk, you will explain this, because only one person had a hung jury. If there was a hung jury and someone is raising this, then I may easily understand. But right now, it seems to be challenging to understand why are you raising this when you did not vote not guilty. Thank you.
Yeah, Gamaliel, can you clear this thing up before you do that? And after you will go to Yeket, the representative, we got to say something. And I want us to incorporate Yeket on the situation tomorrow that is coming up. They were invited concerning the illegal removal or exposure. But let's finish up with this Samuel Twain thing, because I don't think the Google Unity Party people, they're in the right mind and they are confused like hell. So this wasn't about the non-guilty of the others or the guilty of the, it was only about Samuel Twain. It was only about Samuel Twain.
it's always been about Samuel 12. Everything we heard from the government from the beginning of this case, after Mr. 12 was acquitted, everything we heard from, people at a very high level of the Unity Party all pointed to, we want to get Samuel 12 and we're going to get him anyhow. And I heard, Wilfred talk about jury tampering, and I hear Conor Gray reference the case. Thank you, Emmanuel, that you actually corrected Conor Gray. I don't think he really read the case in the murder case, because the murder case was not about someone outside of the jury, the defendants robbing the jurors or anything. It was their court clerk who provided information to the juror that prejudiced the juror. And look, like I said before, almost the only time, 99% of the time, or 99.99% of the time that you have incidents of the court overturning a verdict is usually a guilty verdict. It's actually the defendants who are going and crying juror tampering and then going on appeal and having a return. It's extremely rare. And matter of fact, because of the case I've been looking today, to see if I can find a case here in the United States where a not guilty verdict was overturned. I could only find one as a 1996 case, and that was overturned because a mobster was on trial, and this guy actually bribed the judge, not the jury, the judge. So it's not easy to easily get to the jury, especially if you sequester the jury. Their honor protection is hard to get to them. So he bribed the judge. So on very, very rare and extreme cases where you have to have prosecutable evidence that the defendant bribed the jurors, tampered with the jurors, that's the only time. And it's very rare to have the court overturned, because this concept of double jeopardy. If you have a defendant, if the jury passes a verdict, whether or not you like the verdict or you don't like the verdict, whether or not this thing we call a jury nullification, where even the jurors can believe that this person is guilty, but they want to send a message. Either they don't agree, either there are societal issues that they don't agree with. They can decide to say, no, we're going to send a message. We are going to say we don't agree with this law, and we are going to say this person is not guilty, and it's perfectly legal. It's done here, and there's nothing you can do about it. You have to respect the jury decision.
Let me ask a question quickly. Let's bring in the Fonati Kofa case,
right,
for example, right? They disbanded the juror, right? We all here before that. And they said they had a reason to, because they felt within themselves they were tampering with something.
Mm-hmm.
Prior to the entire case, the prosecutor and his team, they asked the judge, said, listen, we don't trust these people anymore.
Mm-hmm.
They replaced them. The court granted them the prayer, right? And say, yes, we'll disband them. And that case is just pending and hanging there whenever they're ready. But what couldn't the same thing happen in this case? You set the man free. Who knows whether the other three people that are complaining they are United Party people? That politics in there.
But Senator, this is why it makes it even more difficult, because
Governor, who knows whether those guys that are United Party people, they just hit Samuel 12.
Right.
Now they run into the Unity Party base and say, Fubi Henry called Mary. Mary was on the thing. Fubi Henry from CDC. And we hear Mary talking to Asado. What kind of nonsense is that? Somebody didn't do the job. And that's what we're doing today, we should think about tomorrow. I really want to say this. Everything we're going to set up today, those associate justices will not be there forever. The chief justice will not be there forever. This government will be gone. But by the grace of God, we will live on to tell that story. So what is happening? And Liberians need to hear this. It's very, very concerning. Seriously. You can play your politics. You can say, I don't care. We won. Because the John the Baptist, I can tell you this, they only ask for his head. They care less about Stony Fall. They care less about the National Security Advisor. They care less about everybody that was on that thing. The only person they were targeting that did well. And the fact that they couldn't get it well, they still dragging this thing. They said, listen, we got a lot to do in Liberia, my people. Know what they're about to do with Yeke Kolubai case? The Supreme Court sent the person they always send to deliver letter, the letter board. I will make it simple for the people. The letter board. They always send that man to deliver letter. Or whosoever. But then, regime speaker said they didn't get the letter, but he was able to ask question. Did the Supreme Court send letter? There is a magician, right? The letter was received. They said the right person didn't receive it. So tomorrow, the justice in chamber, he's going to set a precedent, and this is concerning. He must set a precedent whether to agree with them. Then everybody has to send letter to the people saying, we'll receive it, Mr. Chief Justice. And then they cannot go back on their own precedent. So tomorrow is very important. Why are we doing this to Liberia? We have educated, well-educated men and women on the bench trying to put politics in the court. They are trying to play politics in the court system. Our generation will suffer because of this. When you have no more Associate Justice Kabal, when you have no more Associate Justice Conant, when you have no more Associate Justice Waterford, when you have no more Associate Justice Johnson, when there is no more Chief Justice, listen, the generation to come will suffer. So these guys must interpret the law by the Constitution. Let them remove politics out of this. Yeke Kolubai, today they can never send letter to National Election Commission to make that seat vacant because they are regime speakers and regime representative. And this is troubling for our country. The guys then will be removed tomorrow. They will be dragged to court. And what you do today will come back and haunt you tomorrow. And Liberians should remember this. So Kabal, Associate Justice Kabal, got to save the country. He got to save the court. A lot of people respect Associate Kabal. The men and women that sit over there, they respect them. Don't do it because Bwaka said do it. Don't do it because the speakers and representatives telling you to do it. Do it because it's the law. You're going to denigrate the court. You give the man letter, you say the message, deliver it. Then the people say, we'll receive it. Then you come back and say, but the people don't receive it, so the people action were right. That's not the law. It's a bad precedent. You will send letter all over in that country, and people say, we'll receive it. And then they will come back in for you. Gee, we didn't receive it. Will you say the action was right too? Let's remove politics out of the court. This is a complete witch hunt. I don't care what Fubi will say. I love my brother Fubi. I don't care what Wayfair will say. This is a complete witch hunt. Leave Samuel Twa alone. You got the rest 20.5 million hanging over him. Go after him if you have proof. The man served as 6 years finance minister. Whatsoever you do to him today, they will prosecute Gafran tomorrow. They will go after Gafran tomorrow. They will prosecute Myers tomorrow, the deputy. They will prosecute LRA boss tomorrow. Look at all the nonsense about GSC said they won't be transparent. They end up with money. They will prosecute them tomorrow. There will be no way the guys walk free. And they should be reminded. It's time and season for everything. Distraction. Yeah, let's hear you, my friend. I don't want to take the whole time, but I'm passionate about this, yeah, because it's bad for our country. It's bad for everything we fought for. We thought Joia were bad. We thought McGill and the rest of the people were changing Liberia for worse. But we are walking into one of the darkest times in history. that we will call the people back and say, prosecute him. Prosecute him. And they ask, who do you want? You want Jesus Christ of Nazareth? Or you want Barabbas? They say, we want the thief. Prosecute the Messiah. If you don't have the evidence, it doesn't fit, you must acquit. They set the man free. Let's find something else on Summit 12. You can. We got plenty of things. They with billions of dollars in the country. We got plenty of things. Let's find something else. This one is finished. Let it go. I will call the Solicitor General of Fire. Let it one go. Let's find another charges on Summit 12. They're plenty. We shouldn't waste the Liberian people time. We shouldn't drag the people in the mud again for people to eat free money. We shouldn't do this. And then we go to Paul Yaka because we don't want him in this return. We say we're removing, and they're backing the Associate Justice Cabal. They're backing him. Do it for the papier. Don't make the papier shame. That's why we're hearing our allegation. We're hearing it. Don't make the papier shame. Do it for the papier. But respect the Associate Justice Cabal in Chamber. He would do the right thing. Even if he doesn't, even if the Liberian people will be called, and guess what happened? Justice will be served, and we'll always respect the court. Yeah, okay. You're muted, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Okay, am I okay now?
Yes.
Let me say how's up to everybody on the show. It's good being on your show, Stanton. You know, Mr. Bwaka has lost control of the country. So he's looking for a way for the people to be distracted. So the people's mind can be on something different while the country is going bad. While the country is being run the wrong way. Stanton, everything that's happening right now is about pleasing Joseph Boakai. Look at the Fonatikofa case. It is about pleasing Joseph Boakai. This case was Summit 12. There was stealing that went on George Weah, former President Weah. People stole money. That's how Jeremiah Kunen got rich. I want people to be prosecuted because I want to know how Jeremiah Kunen got rich in their country overnight. I want people to be prosecuted. But the manner and form in which it's being done to please Joseph Boakai is wrong. When did Dopo realize that somebody made a phone call? When did they realize it? When they got to know that? Why, when the thing was going on, they didn't state to the judge, the judge, that Mr. George, while we were there, people were calling, and these are the evidence. All that today they know that evidence is there. You know, let me say this. They're setting the basis for the people that work in the government for tomorrow. Because I'm not a lawyer. People will say during a Clinton time, there was a complaint brought against Stanton Waterspoon. This is what you did. And there's the same case with Fubi Henry. So we expect you to give the ruling the same way you rule against Stanton Waterspoon. That's precedence. You think we are afraid? I'm not afraid. I'm not going to drag into my own case. Anything that comes to the Supreme Court, we got option. We got alternative. The alternative will be if they come against us, we got the right to seek, to go up to the full bench. So any way they want to rule, we watch the precedent to see. There will be a precedent tomorrow. And people make reference to Fonatikofa case. Why is Fonatikofa case dragging? Because Fonatikofa has refused to pay Mr. Boakai. Who Mr. Boakai think he is? We got serious problem in the country. You went to Kenya. You let Dumuya make for all of you. You made for all of Dumuya. You running behind Samuel Tuwe. The case with Samuel Tuwe in my mind is done. Mr. Tuwe won his case, and I think they should let it rest. Because they are setting bad precedent for this country. The precedent have been set to please Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai is old. Mr. Boakai has messed this country up. He has lost control of this country. So he's trying to get people involved with him so they can say the stubborn fly will be buried along with the dead body. That's what Mr. Boakai wants to do. Mr. Boakai wants to carry the stubborn fly with him. And who are those stubborn fly? The people that want to please him at all costs. That they please him. Stato, I left the country yesterday, but Kenya canceled a flight. My flight is tomorrow. Anyway, they want to rule, let them rule. Tomorrow, when they rule it, I'll be to the airport waiting for my flight to pick up a Ghana. I have to go see my family. Anyway, they want to rule, let them rule. My lawyers are aware that I left yesterday, but Kenya canceled a flight. You ask them, and I shall go on Kenya and say, they will tell you, I am leaving the country tomorrow. The court won't say anything there and say it. The lawyer will take advantage of the law they know and we'll see redress. So, Stanton, people want to please Mr. Boakai. Mr. Boakai do not have interest in the country. Everything going by, the taxes too much on the people. Go to business, people, Stanton, people closing down. People closing down. The reality is there. You think I don't want to know how Jeremiah could go reach in on a judge we are? I want to know how Jeremiah could go reach on a former president we are. I want to know. I want people to be prosecuted. I want people to be investigated. Because Jeremiah could go reach on a former president we are. How did he get the money? When he used to come to the front line to bring King Yuk to offer all the back before he get food for himself. So we want prosecution to go on, but we don't want it to please Mr. Boakai that have overlived his age. Thank you.
We're going to say this. So you got 12. Out of the 12, Jacob, then we'll go to Henry Fubi. You got 3 people that say Senator is guilty. Let me give them 4. The same people that say Senator is guilty, that the same people go lay complaint.
I tell you, Senator.
I want to understand something yet.
I tell you.
The people that said, you got 9 that said not guilty. But the people that said the man guilty,
I think only complain.
That the people say, we see the people that, what kind of stupidity is that? So now who laying the complaint? If you ask Fire will say not him. The chief prosecutor. Clinton, you gotta know this. The government didn't go in there to lay complaint about jury temporary now. Not the government though. That the 3 people that said something to guilty, they not said it. You not see that other part in the law? The people that said the man guilty. No, we gotta get it straight. Have you seen Clinton? I don't know whether you just started law yesterday. But when I started saying 20 years ago. You have seen that? The people that say the man guilty, that the people go lay complaint. What is that?
Liberia become entertainment purpose. This government are
hold on 1 minute. Let's bring in the man that I read it on. I read it on what they got to talk today, but you have to tell you, yeah, Fubi. Let's bring in Fubi. Jacob, I don't know which one of you guys. Yeah, man. We're wasting our time, man. Let's move on. We're wasting our time.
I'll make you my point, and I had to slip up because of the network. And I'm my
okay, end.
My time. Yeah. So you know,
they say Fubi, Jacob. They say Fubi. Let CMC waste more.
All right, let Fubi talk.
The same thing you said before, but I with Fubi.
Yeah, I see the Fubi
Let Fubi talk. I beg you, let Fubi talk.
Fubi, let Joker talk. Let Joker talk. Let him go ahead.
Replay.
You see Fubi laughing. Fubi know that joke.
Fubi, let him go ahead and finish.
Fubi know the government that joke. That's why Fubi always laughing. Go here, Fubi.
I'm laughing because you celebrating. You are celebrating something. The other party celebrated. The other party celebrated their own 3% of one guilty. Nothing is problem with that. So the issue here, like I said,
are you in a big empty house? They
no, people are you. You are mute.
I tell you, Fubi know the government like joke. You see the ball laughing? Thank you, Fubi.
Way back. The alligator come out of the water and explain a story from under the water. You say no, they're joking. No. They seen the 3 jurors came up and said they were tampered with. They observed their colleagues. There's nothing wrong with that. The issue about the government should focus on something else. Government is not made to just focus on one thing. Government is made for multitasking. So
but the government can multitask. That's the problem with the government. I agree with you. They are made to multitask, but the government, the only thing you hear, roll. Right? After roll, there's nothing else left.
But Central, let me ask you something, guys.
Kefigo. The thing is that you got to understand, Fubi. Let's talk to agree here today, man. I'm begging you. We said this yesterday. Massive distraction. We hold a summit $20.5 million. We're not calling for investigation. He's going to answer question. We talk about mock-up exercise.
When they bring that one up again, we say that
all this thing again, right?
Anything they bring against us, we say that we shall.
Conor, we're not listening to you right now. We talk about all this thing again, right? At the end of the day, I want you to just understand this. We are going back again, wasting the Liberian people time and the minds of Liberian, most of them, saying, yeah, you're ready after 7-12 years, but we'll prove to y'all it will not work. The very same people, the same Unity Party people that sit on the jury bench, that say 7-12 should go to jail, that is same Unity Party people saying they saw the people spying. That nobody else, those three people that are Unity Parties there. So let it go. Go ahead, Fubi.
So the nine that said not guilty, are they citizens?
Yeah, they are
Are you
opposition.
property Benin? You're
They
a
are
property
opposition.
Benin.
Are you property Benin? They are opposition. They are opposition.
You need to protect Fubi. You need to protect
Always be on opposition and imposition.
Please protect Fubi. I beg you, hold your food.
Let me protect Fubi. Fubi, you are protected.
You know, property Benin in a whole jury thing. They said Somali.
You ain't your town, yeah, way. Like I said, look, there's nothing wrong with the judge calling for investigation into the allegation of jury tampering, because the guys came up and said they filed a formal complaint. So the judge cannot dismiss the case. All the judge is doing, he invited the lawyers. This is an allegation against the case the case that just took place. Come and answer to it. The judge is not saying, based on the guy's allegation, they're going to overturn the case tomorrow and start prosecuting 7-12. The judge is under obligation to hear that particular trial, to give the guy their time in court. That all the judge is doing. So we can't say the judge should dismiss the case because it's a waste of time. That is not fair. The justice system that we want to protect, everybody must be heard when they take their case to court. Whether they will get redress or not, or whether they, at the end of the day, the ruling will be in their favor or not, the judge must hear them. So that's the only opportunity they're giving them. So that case, the hearing tomorrow is not about having a retrial for 7-12. It's not about grabbing 7-12 and putting him behind bars. It's not about nullifying the whole case and throwing it away. They only want to hear and go through the allegation that there was jury tampering to say, look, if it is proving, then they can move on. If it's not proving, they close the matter and move on the country. That's fair.
Let me ask one question. So, Senator, what is the major allegations here? It's just that they saw the friends or the other jurors with phone? That's it?
Yeah, they said they were having phone calls, they were having discussion about all stuff, and they should not have had that.
Yeah, but even man, that is not even that is not even sufficient to overturn a case. That's
it's not about overturning. It's just to listen to it. It's not about overturning.
That it goes back again to the point we were making. Where were these court sheriffs? Where were the police officers who were guarding these people? Where were they?
Well, even a maximum prison, people can break maximum prison. So that a lot of things can happen.
Oh, come on, for me.
The court sheriff and all that many they get, they are human beings. So you can't rule out the fact that they can use them. Somebody.
So let go to Jacob quickly.
I can tell you that
we hear what you said, but it's just important for us to tell our audience, right? And fully, I agree with you, somewhat. But the three people that voted that 7-12 was guilty are the three people that are coming back to say people were spying and listening to cell phone. Fubi, I don't know who advised the Unity Party and the government. I think this form of witch hunt, we have never seen it since Charlie King time. They should let go. I like what you said, the judge going to hear this, and the judge going to throw this thing out. Seriously. Because this is an embarrassment of the highest degree. There are only people that should understand the law. I want to hear what Oswald will say on that thing. This is an embarrassment. This is an embarrassment. The very same Unity partisan that said the men will go to jail. And we got to say this. That is saying Unity partisan that saying the men will go to jail, so therefore the very men didn't go to jail. They said somebody was using cell phone. Hey man, Jacob, I know they will get well with me at the basement, but this is ridiculous, man.
We saw an incompetent handling of this matter by the prosecutor. They were not able to prove their matter. Let's be clear. Arthur Johnson demolished the prosecutor's case. When Samuel Toy appeared, he demolished the case. The case was over. They had nothing like juror tempering, all that thing a fiasco. Nothing there. You know, I mean, the judge can go investigate, respect the judicial, say nothing here to impinge on the credibility of the judiciary. I think they're doing a fantastic job. But I'm talking about these United Party people who are depressed. And they're still very much depressed about Senator winning a case. Is that how you fight corruption? That's why I call it political witch hunt, and I stand by that. And you made a particular point, Stanton. You know that some of who live in the country have been going around. You know that the particular action that United Party put to witch hunt Senator has rejuvenated Senator's political career. Many people are not even talking about Senator to run for Senate here. They don't even know what they're doing. They want to play politics. This has nothing to do with politics. If you want to play politics, let's go play politics. If you want to do rule of law and go and try a particular corruption, try to separate the two. Don't mix it up. So for me, I've said it. People know me on the show. People know me to be fair. I try my best to be fair. But when I see garbage, I'll never call it garbage. I fear nothing. If I see real thing, we've seen other cases here. I'll talk about that. Even the whole even the whole thing about we talk about the other day, the whole thing about the GSA report on the COVID thing, even on the arrest calling Samuel to I call it witch hunt. I said, no, it's not witch hunt. The arrest have the responsibility to call people and ask questions. So Mr. Tua said he will go there and answer. I can call that witch hunt. It doesn't qualify for me a witch hunt. I'm calling Senator about arrest. Well,
again, Jacob, I don't know where you're going. Don't do that to us, Jacob. No, Jacob, stay on the show. Don't do that to us. We'll fire you. You got nowhere to go. Don't lie and say the internet. No internet happening, Jacob. Don't do that thing to us. We're stupid. You got away from Bangura and then on the show in Liberia. Then I say in Liberia. Then you say that internet. Don't do that to us, man. Stay on the show. They're feeling together. I want us to jump quickly. It's very important. I want to bring to your attention. I will start with Dr. George on this thing. Maybe that's me. I hope I understand this correctly, right? Let's listen to Mama Panya here. I beg you guys, let's go back to Mama Panya small, please.
Students are going to have to adjust to the fact that over time, the student fees are going to go up. And it's
you have to adjust to the fact that over time, the student fee is going to go up. Then let's listen to Mama Panya clarification.
I didn't make a pronouncement about student fees. What I did was I raised an issue. The issue.
She didn't make a pronouncement about student fee. They're not after the poor woman. They're not after the woman. No, I heard the woman. The woman was so good. Wait, Kat, I beg you, meet yourself. The woman was so nice, a beautiful lady, well respected in her university. Yeah, the people are after the woman. No, this is bad. The woman changed her story. They said, why you said student fee going up? But Liberia, that's some kind of funny country. I'll play this again. I want to draw your attention to this. A decent lady, fine woman, Mama Panya. They put spoiling the woman. They spoil the woman. No. Okay, stop. First of all, once they start bringing the woman hair cornrow, you know she finished. They start bringing the woman hair. This is something. Take a listen. And the woman came back and said, I didn't say it. Pure Liberian girl. The woman actually Liberian girl. No disrespect. I don't get in trouble. Beyond Labringa, listen.
Students are going to have to adjust to the fact that over time, the student fees are going to go up. And it's not because
I didn't make a pronouncement about student fees. What I did was.
My God, Emmanuel, I feel my own. Listen, I compare the thing.
I'm real.
Figure out what's actually happening.
Why did you play the whole thing? So okay, yeah.
Mama, leave me alone,
you just chopped in between.
Leave me alone. I'm begging you, man. Colonel Gray, leave me alone, man. You come on the show, you must come and say play. I play what I want to play. Then you want to say your child.
You want me to play the whole
thing? You play your own.
thing?
Leave me alone. Yeah. When you start moderating, you must do it. You were taught tired. Emmanuel, leave me alone. When you start tomorrow, come and moderate. We'll get you the show to moderate. Emmanuel, number one, I want you to look at the woman's hair. You're not break cornrow on her hair. When the elaborate women that say you down between their legs to braid your hair, that gossip.
The American woman go on.
No. When the Liberian girl say you down and start braiding country plat, cornrow, you feel it? Look at woman hair. When she was making that statement, look at her hair.
Students are going to have to adjust to the fact that over time, the student fees are going to go up. And it's.
She finished saying that. Over time, the student fee will go up. Look at the woman hair. She finished in a Liberian way. Now let's see the real Mama Panya. Look at her hair.
I didn't make a pronouncement about student fees. What I did.
The woman take all the cornrow, all she gets sense.
She never won. The real breaking with
she got it. Yeah, the woman gets sense. Because you know, to be frank. No. But man, you got to look at the show and understand. They have baptized the woman in the name of Liberian girl. They have baptized her in Point 4 of Popo Beach. They don't baptize the woman with salt and pepper. The woman have changed. She's saying student fee will go up. That was the truth. That was the truth. She fled after she received so many calls. They beat on her. Some of them threatened. I said, though, they threatened to send her back to America. They beat on her. And she was forced to clarify. Emmanuel, let's talk about this briefly. Amen.
Stanton, unfortunately, I agree with the prof, with the president of the UL, that she did not make a pronouncement. In the first statement, she said over time, students will have to learn that fees will increase. I don't know what happened before she thought it was a pronouncement. But look, I have lived a good part of my life in a university environment. And when I had the opportunity to teach in Liberia, at the University of Liberia, it was glaring that what is happening in the University of Liberia, someone have to be brave to change that situation around. Government continue to fool students that government pays tuition fees. And many a times, if you don't understand the workings of university, you start to dance and be excited. But most of the time, in almost all the universities around the world, tuition fees is about 10 to 20%. When it comes to the big picture of the school fees, that's where government run away from. And that way it's very expensive. But when you take university like the University of Liberia, we are not bringing anything into the campus. And I'm saying we because I worked there for a while. Professors are not writing books and students are not purchasing books that are written. The university does not have a consultancy department. So you have a lot of people like Jacob.
I know you're not putting the university hat on. We're talking about Mama Paya flipping. We'll come back and you talk more about the university. Yeah, I beg you back. Yeah, the man I put university hat on and tell lecturer about us about Lester Tenney not writing book. Lester Tenney making $13,000 sitting with red book. You know, no need to read book. But let's move on, guys. So let me bring you in on this one. But like I said before, right? That is the reason why the woman have changed. Say anything you want to say. We'll talk about Mo Ali in the water. See who the woman hanging out with. Look at the kind of like Brain get it. The woman hanging out with. For me. Look at man. I know Mama Cam. The woman is in a crowd. I'm not going to say anything. I will not say it. Yeah. How the woman will not change? How the woman will not change? You go and put a woman among Glen and do combo on her head. Then you expect the woman not to change? Man, picking up, man. Yeah. You put a woman, the woman, very nice woman from Minnesota. Very nice, quiet. You put her among Glen. Then you expect the woman to change? The woman changed. Yeah. We do, yeah. And that's why the woman flipping. That's why she said no, she didn't say, but she said, let's move on. It's very important for us to do this, guys. Another thing that caught our attention today, and we'll make this open, what actually Mo Ali said. I will bring Asidu and Conor Gray in on this one. Let's play Mo Ali and see whether Mo Ali was right.
But on the overall in Liberia, right, 76% of the population had access to basic water supply.
Basic water supply.
Yeah, so it's clean and it's safe. You can use. So 76% has access to basic water supply, and we are trying to increase that.
Is this wrong? Is this bad? I see people going after Mo Ali, but he puts it today to clarify something. I say, let's see how you do.
Yeah, Stanton, before I quickly come on the if you can mute 1 minute, please. Yeah. Before I quickly come on the Mo Ali issue, let me just take a second and respond to the UL president's two-state statements as she flipped on. We are joking about it. We are having fun with it. But this is not how a government is supposed to run. This is not how a government is supposed to run. I mean, you just don't make lies part of your governance structure. It will confuse you at a certain time because you will say A, you will forget that you said A simply because the A were on the basis of lies, so you have to go back. This is not how a government is supposed to run. We see this across the government. And it is sad that we are at a place where the government thinks lies will be what will help the country to be great. Yes, we understand we came to power through lies, but you cannot govern like that. So
let me bring in Conor Gray now.
Quickly on the issue with Mo Ali's statement now. Very quickly, Mo Ali mentioned key words that I want to pick it back on. He said basic water supply. I'm not into the water field. I don't know what he calls basic water supply. If he means people that have access to drawing water from the creek, drawing water from like Kavala River. Kavala River is in Maryland County, like the St. Paul River, wells, pump, then we can discuss it from that angle. So I wouldn't be quite sure what he means basic water supply. But if he means water as water, I will be confused because I think every human on the planet got access to water now. Basic water, maybe he says something that comes from the creek, that comes from the river, I don't know. But the issue of water is challenged. I don't think making that statement in this current time is the best approach to getting along. I would have, advising if you were were in the same rank, like, what, you can't say certain things, certain places. You remember that.
Quickly, let me ask you, because we got to go, but I got to ask you quickly. Do you think Mo Ali is doing well with what he had?
So, Stanton, I don't want for my people to beat on me, but let me say what I would say. Thanks to the previous leadership for water and sewer that have basically changed most of the pipes, done a lot of great work, and Mo Ali came in, the place is still challenged. If I were to grade the government, I would fail everyone. But if I were to give grace and someone who come up, though the person who fail, in my opinion, two people who come. First off will be the foreign minister, and
do you think
second
Mo Ali is
will
doing
be
well?
Mo Ali.
Okay, thank you.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm answering.
I know you got consultancy with the foreign minister.
So no, I'm being no. What I'm saying is everyone who failed
everything
Mo Ali.
foreign minister, yeah, because you get consultancy with her. So let's move on.
Stanton, stop kidding. I don't have foreign. I don't have consultancy. I wish I did to be making some rescue. Stanton, wait now. I wish I did to be making some rescue money, but more. No, I don't. I'm only saying, if I were to bring people based on my personal experience, Mo Ali will fail, but he will be one of the people up there in my personal experience. But there's a topic for another day.
Yeah. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Great. Let me hear you on this, Mo Ali, and people are beating on him, what he said, and how great Mo Ali today. Let's do this on the show. What say you, Colonel Gray?
Stanton, when we came here a year into Mo Ali's administration over the water and sewer, we gave him praises. And he has not looked back since. He has always maintained the status quo of one of those individuals within the government parastatal that is doing well. The fact about the matter is he may not have all the resources to work with. You see, Liberians, we get concerned once we start hearing percentages. We don't even listen for the rest of the message. We just lip halfway because we hear 76%. It probably will say 76% of Liberians in the country have access to safe and clean drinking water. He was giving us specific statistics. Ours is to listen. But if you ask me, Mo is one of the good parts of this administration, and I will always praise him because, you know what? He inherited a department that was replete with theft. Don't forget, the administration that was there was suspended on 2 occasions, and at some point, so everything was held and scattered. The fact is, we don't like to give praises because we feel that politically we'll be making the other guy look good, and our side will look bad. But Mo is one of the people that you may want to have in government right now, because that's one of the parts of this government that is moving, that is working. Stanton.
Thank you. What do you say, Representative Koduba? Let's talk about Mo Ali. You know, the same thing, people are beating on him. Do you think he's doing something different? Is he doing better as managing director for LWSC?
Stanton, we got serious problem with water business in the country. You know, you will not experience it until you go around. When you go around, you will know that it's very challenging. To see our people going down Slayway and taking water from the gutter, it's very bad for our people. Very, 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 very bad for our people. But you know, when you want to play politics with everything to make yourself look good, go ahead. The people will speak when the time comes. And the people will speak, Stanton. It's not an easy thing. The people are suffering for water business in the country. Stanton, you will never realize it until you come on the ground. When you come on the ground, then you will know from where we speak. But people will say, because they want to justify how much money was sent to water and sewer, or the money water and sewer is raising, how are they using it? So they'll have to justify in a lot of ways. But you know, the time will come and the people will speak. If things are better for them, it's okay. But I think the water business is a serious situation in the country that water and sewer need to do more, because when you go even in the Dole community, you get to know that people will have to hang the bag, put sand in it, to put the water in there for the water to get clear before they even cook with it. So where's the water that we get it? Yeah, some part of Morovia get water. I can't say that one a lie. But the way Mo saying it, I want to see it being reality. But now I don't see it. It's challenging, and water business is terrible.
Okay, let me bring you forward. You guys in Liberia, Representative, thank you very much. But Greg, what do you think about Mo Ali comment, and how would you grade Mo Ali?
I hope I could backtrack to talk about Dr. Malpayan's statement. I know that it was sensational.
I bet you let's just talk about Mo Ali. It's coming after 7, after 11 your time, Chief. We can do that tomorrow, please.
So you're tired on the show today? Okay.
So to the Chief said Bible study day at the Leo.
I didn't get him in 15 seconds, man. Let me have 15 seconds.
So Clinton, go and do a research. I think on the national account of that guilty verdict overturned, you made an error. Please go back to that. I will leave Yeke for another day because he makes all kinds of blanket allegations. I think Mo is doing a fantastic job. I think he must be commended for the job that he is doing. You know, Stanton, the question you asked is straightforward and simple. And my answer is going to be likewise. Mo is performing quite better than his predecessor, or I should say predecessors. I can tell you that. Many of the performance evaluations so far of the government, Mo has come out very bright. And many homes have been connected. Now, I'm not saying many homes are being supplied with water, but they are being connected. I see Mo traverse the country, going down to the southeast and other parts of the country, trying to unearth damaged pipes and connect them. So clearly, you even saw what he did with the Water and Sewers headquarters, how that place has been refurbished, and all the work he's doing. So I think that he's really on track to delivering a great water and sanitation system in the country. He needs to be supported. He needs to be commended when he's done right, and of course encouraged and criticized when he's done wrong. But on the statistics he gave, I think it was clear. He was quoting an international, statistic that is well respected. We all respect international, stats. So when those stats work for us, then we cite them, right? But when those stats do not match our argument, then we come and condemn that, right? This is hypocrisy. But he was quoting an international stat that said, and when we talk about water sources, we're not talking about water and sewers or pipe water. We're talking about good wells, good drinkable waters, well protected springs that people can access and turn around time in 30 minutes, etc., etc. So anyway, you can go ahead with your microphone. You want to call me off now, but that's fine.
No, but thank you, because I think you understand. We're just trying to run with the last minutes we have. But I want to say, Dr. George, can we hear you before we go to? Jacob, let's say you on the Mo Ali thing, Jacob.
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock, so let me just speak and then I will have to run. So yes, I listen to the audio here, and I also read Mo Ali account. Look, let's be serious here. We live in this country. People say Mo Ali doing great job where? You see, then you say you're doing better. Bangura say he did better than your predecessors. What am I going to come match Mo Ali performance or the performance of Water and Sewer by the predecessor? I care less about the predecessor. I want to see what's the Liberian now. I want access to water. I want access to quality pipe bomb water. Why are you sending me back to Somalia 3 years ago? That comparison is completely useless to me. I have no interest in it. I want access now, and many people want access to quality, healthy drinking water so that their living standard can improve, so that their health stature can improve. Now, Mo Ali quoted 76% statistics. It's a very misleading statistic to prove. I mean, you can block it from any report and put it up there, but the Water and Sewer boss can be quoting a statistic that talk about that accounting for boreholes, that accounting for villages who can go upstream and go fetch water from the river. When somebody defecate on top of the river, then the whole village get diarrhea and both dying. We don't want the Water and Sewer. I want the Water and Sewer to account for access to pipe bomb water through the transformation in the water infrastructure that he has delivered in 2.5 years. That is a statistic I want to give, not an NGO statistic that they're giving, because like for example, in my yard, the access I have to water in my yard is I have a borehole, and I spend hundreds of dollars to put a borehole there. Members of the community can have access to that. So if I close my gate and nobody comes to get water, you know what happened to the community people? So that the kind of access to water Mo Ali talking about, it's a misleading statistic. I don't think Mo Ali is being honest to the population. And even the 76% you're talking about, I will pull it into 100%, because one way or the other people have access to rainwater, to all kinds of water anywhere.
That's where you want to run, Jacob. Right? I mean, you're a disgrace on this topic, and I hope you don't run. Okay, no problem. No. Let me say this. Because you know what? No, Jacob. Yeah. Well, Jacob, I hate to compare this government folks with the past. We remove the past.
we should look forward. Okay? But to say that Mo Ali is not doing anything better,
no, I didn't say
compared to
anything
his
better.
predecessor,
Stand up, that's not
give me chance now. But Clinton, you are not yet representing Jacob. But you are not yet representing Jacob.
What happened?
You are not yet representing Jacob. Jacob want to talk. Jacob want to talk and run.
I said a predecessor. I said no.
Jacob want to talk. But Clinton, you're not being fair. Jacob can speak for himself. There's a man that want to talk and tell a boy run and say, "Get any confusion, my man calling me." He running to bed. How can you even get someone to respond to him? He said, "Oh, my wife calling me. I gotta go to bed." And the woman ain't even calling you. This is wrong. Mo Ali's doing it. Listen. Yeah. Oh yeah. He going to Calabash. But
let Mo Ali give his number. Let Mo Ali give us his number. Let Mo Ali get water and see what number.
I agree.
I totally agree with you. Mo Ali should give us his actual number, not the World International number he gave me. I agree.
Have you been on the main website?
Mo Ali, by your way now, Mo Ali started in a bad way, right? You remember the Barcode project? We beat on Mo Ali here. He took responsibility. Mo Ali can do better, and he's striving to do better. But the money not there.
But let me say it. Let me tell money.
Who told you no money there? Give me a check now. Hey man, but I'm going to power set it. You can have the show. I'm out. I'm going. You can have the show. Yeah.
No,
because person can talk small, they interrupting me. Okay. Man, what more are these doing, right? Tell me which one of the managing director at LWSC have done it. Name me one.
So tell
let's go back to the start. Let's go back to the history. Let's go back to what is presented. There's a man that lobbying with African Development Bank. There's a man that fighting his own government that people can have safe drinking water.
So wait, 1 second. So where did the other money come from?
So the meaning of Gamon mean to interrupt? Is that the meaning?
I cannot say this is a man that
is Jacob a client?
For single to Morovia, where the money came from?
Is Jacob a client?
No, I'm talking the center now. I'm not talking about Jacob thing. The center say the mayor of AFDP and no other water and sewer director.
You know how to disturb the show.
But Clinton, with all due respect, man, we don't want to hold you in contempt. But let's be fair here. Mo Ali may not be doing 100%. I can say this to all Liberians, and we can open the line. But Mo Ali is doing better than past government. Mo Ali is doing better. We have sent our team out to investigate. I will agree with what the power. Connectivity, it doesn't mean that you have access. You have access because you are connected, but maybe your water not coming. We can move further. But Mo Ali, what he's doing to connect one city to another, one region to another. My man, we should applaud Mo Ali and encourage him to do better. He's one of those in this government that when you rebuke, he will take phone and tell you, my man, help me. I said, don't met Mo Ali. I said that. I said, don't when he met Mo Ali a few weeks ago. Let me say it. I'm not saying that Mo Ali transported Ase back home. I'm not saying it. I'm saying Ase met Mo Ali. Let me put it out there.
I already met everybody. I met you. I met people.
Yeah. I will put a picture up. Ase met Mo Ali. You see what Ase say? People will get very when
every day you put the picture up, the picture can come up.
You say when I get Mo Ali better, my people will get very.
Put the picture up now, my man. That will make it simple. Put the picture up. Papa will beg you.
That's Josh. I said, Mo Ali.
Please put the picture up. We beg
you. Right? And I said, know exactly what's up. Mo Ali is doing the
same. No, but Mo Ali is my friend. If I meet Mo Ali, I'll meet Mo Ali. I will go to the office.
But you buy every day, people see people, they can never see the picture.
Well, I want to say thanks to all of you. It's been a wonderful show, folks. Let's get to the closing, and we hope the Honorable Yaka Koluba will see you when you're in Ghana. I just want to say to all of you, it's been a wonderful show. We love you. We appreciate you. Don't forget Lone Star coming. Which one is this? We talk about D12. Yes, indeed. Which one we have here? We got a lot of stuff, and maybe in your closing, the Gregory Komantar doing everything now. He burning people. Gregory Komantar with the human being now. He burning the microphone and the megaphone and say people causing too much or not. Right?
I thought they should be giving people citations to go to court to pay for it. They're taking people stuff and burning it.
The man burning the people stuff. The man say he's tired. But on another note, though, why we say that. I don't see the woman here. They will say they will take the poor home away. I don't see her. What we say that on a serious note, though, y'all heard what the MCC mayor said? The man say about to take people land, people houses, then that they're not painting that benefit. What the man said, the MCC
Hold on,
mayor.
stand up. Is everything okay with this government? Because they are doing things like myself here now are getting confused. Is everything really okay, though?
Yeah.
I mean, some things doesn't look right.
The man said you're about to take. I like that, man. So you mean they got just doing everything, and President Bogari know about it? The MCC mayor say you want to take people property. Yeah. Oh man,
somebody was listening to Chris. How they got Dubai from the guy with the level Enfield, and they said, Look at this good man, President Bogari said I listen to advisors. They man should be controlling the health sector a lot. And I responded to the person. I said, "Bogari, baby, so Bogari is no good man for Bogari." Person, he said,
I texted Chris Duboyan, and I'm trying to bring him on the show.
Is Chris not at Enfield? Is he not at Enfield right now?
No, he's not. They kick him out. President Bogari kick him out.
Wait, man.
I listened to a recent interview given by Chris.
I think the VP cannot ask the man the people of Ghana for him to come here now.
I think you like the VP. We'll be reaching out to you soon. I want you to know that there's another company you should not trust you because you really go cost capital. You like the VP. We'll come for you soon, Dr. Josh.
Can you please on my behalf out Wilfred if the past government
they can give Wilfred the information on time. They can't give you the other information, so he can't show what he.
Dr. Josh,
we need to discuss common ministry here the next time on Bangra. We really want Bangra to be on the hands to tell what happened. But in addition to that, what is going on at common ministry? No. Bangra, you are from commerce ministry. You are from commerce.
No, what is going on? You are deputy minister for youth development.
I want to ask you something. That's your time. I mean, right now. Let me ask you a question. What is going on? What is going on with the guys?
One minute, Bangra. 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get in the crossfire mode, right?
Yes, crossfire.
But what you need to do, you can ask anyone a question, and you should please, we beg you, give someone a chance to answer. Everybody have the 2 minutes, but before we do this, like I said, listen to the Lord Mayor.
When you look into this, one of the very important regulations here, and I encourage you to read, is about vacant lands. A lot of people are concerned about vacant lands. A lot of people are concerned about dilapidated buildings. We're saying in this new regulation, all those who got vacant lands here in the broad listing, fence your property. Keep it clean. If you don't, we will work with the Monrovia City Court to be able to take it for a designated time where we will get people that will invest in it for public use, depending on what the court says. We will work with the Monrovia City Court, but that is why we're working with the Land Authority.
So the only thing that ain't Unity Party people here to take people land, to make people homeless, to take people houses, to break another thing. It's like hold on, Clinton, hold on. It's like MOU passed. They had internal memo, right, Emmanuel George, that it passed around to everybody. go take the people's property, break their homes down. That's the only thing in the mind. That's the only thing in the head. This is a bad sale. This is a bad way to proceed. Listen to the Lord Mayor. He telling people in America and around the world and said, we're coming for your properties. Does he realize what this will lead to? That we will go to the court and seize your property and take it and sell it and give it to the government. Did somebody say something to him? Are you a mad man? He's saying that we will go after people 40 years property and take them. Yesterday, we had another person on the show saying they will break the people home down in Camp Hassan because they put home that zinc shack, that zinc round houses. Now the man saying, you not spend your house, will come for it. What kind of message, my fellow Liberian? How can this government redeem herself? You understand that certain things you walk, these guys, they are mad. Oh my God, help me. What is happening? What is happening?
Can I close?
Yeke, you got to close. We're going for crossfire. You got to close, Yeke, because we're going for crossfire. I know these guys want to fight each other. Talk to me, Yeke.
So you see, I listen to the mayor. The mayor speaking from what he know. You know, these people came to loot and to loot people property. Now the reason why investigation need to go on so we can know how Jeremiah got rich in this country. Now the reason why we need to know, the reason why the mayor is speaking the way he's speaking is because where Joseph Boakai building now his story building inside a house, he forcibly took the people property. So what you expect the mayor to do? The mayor follow a bossman first step to seize people property and take people property illegally, like Joseph Boakai did inside a house. So you expect the Lord Mayor to do something different? No. So Bangura, why in Ghana will always come on the show so you can come on. So while you defend Jeremiah Kun, I will come back and we will talk about it.
To bring the evidence, that's
because Jeremiah Kun need to tell us how he got rich under George Weah.
You just have to bring the
evidence.
evidence.
And the reason why people need to be investigated, people need to go to court to show cause how Jeremiah got rich in the country. Straight on, let me say a very big thank you to my supporters, the Port District number 10. We look forward to the court ruling tomorrow. We will take advantage of the law and we'll proceed. Thank you so much. It was nice being on your show.
Yeah, I got a question for you, man. Before you go, please. I got a quick question for you.
Yeah, go ahead.
You are a legislator. You should know more that happens within the legislature. My understanding is if a seat is vacant, the National Legislature notifies NEC within 30 days of the seat being vacant. Yeah, it has been more than 30 days since we heard few noisemakers talking about expulsion. Where are you with that?
So we see that they are going all around and saying that the court will rule in their favor tomorrow. For us, we are not deterred about that. We'll wait to see, but I think we're going into constitutional crisis right now because they're supposed to inform NEC in 30 days. The 30 days is gone, or maybe before, because the case is before the justice in Chima or before the Supreme Court, so they can't do nothing. But they are jubilating. Even today, to the Capitol building, they were jubilating that the court will rule in their favor. I wish them well. Everything that comes, we will accept it and take advantage of the law. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Representative Cordova. Have a safe trip, and we'll see you again. Thank you very much, sir. So, guys, Crossfire.
Since I'm on the floor, let me just...
Now, Crossfire, quickly, guys. You have to speak and give it your best shot, though, or else then we'll
right.
move on.
I said, since I'm on the floor, let me just zero in on. I was asking earlier on, not really the question, but Bangu Adewishina, call your name because you were there before, so you must have had some inner understanding of how that ministry works, the Ministry of Commerce. We have been getting too many allegations, too many things happening there right now. Like right now, I don't know if you have, any line with people there to know what is going on. I mean, these are all allegations. I know there's one Reeve. My understanding is that he's a system minister or something whose name has been consistent and around allegations that have been coming. I know we've been investigating those allegations. Some people say, I don't know, he want to run for one seat, something. A lot of things been going on. I just wanted to ask you, you've been there. I'm sure you must have known people there. You still talk to them. Any idea from me? Do you know of anything? I mean, I know it's your government that you're trying to defend. You can defend it. That's okay. But I just want you to say if you or not about the defense of it.
I just the way you can talk. You would talk to the part behind the thing again. Talk.
Yeah, I don't want you to explain. Just if you're for any or not. That's all I want you to say.
But no, I don't know. I do not know Reese.
Okay. All right. That's all. I don't want you to come and defend anything here. But I think it's something we've been following. I've been so crazy, and I just wanted to put that out.
I also wanted to say that I'm speaking. My dear brother Kev, would you mind for me to learn my thought, please? Thank you very much.
Go ahead.
Thank you. I wanted to say to Isaac, if you have concerns about any government agency, I think it's legitimate enough.
You answer my question. I don't know you.
You can encourage. Well, you don't want to listen to me, the guy who is in Rwanda.
No. You answer it. We don't have time to waste on a crossfire. Kev, we got more time to waste.
We can talk he can invite officials from there to come on the show.
So, Emmanuel George, they're about wasting our time. Emmanuel George,
no, but your time finished. Kev, y'all hold on, man. Kev, hold on. Now, wait for it. You got anything to say? Go ahead, wait for it.
I wanted to say to Isaac that if he has concerns about anything at the ministry, I think he has reasonable access there. He can ask you to invite an official. Because I work there doesn't mean that I know everybody there or that I know everything that's happening there. I do not know. So I think your concerns are genuine. Stanton can invite an official from there to come on the show and give us information. Anything that you may like to know, you can have somebody to talk about it.
Thank you. Is there anybody else coming in?
Yes. Let me go. Wilfred, don't listen to Isaac. Yeah, I know this question.
So I will listen to Isaac. Let's say congratulations to your daughter. Yes, indeed. A pretty young lady.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank God she brought her mom. And she was raised as a single.
Was so happy to be talking to me on the call.
She was raised from a single parent. Her mother raised her. Our mother put her in school, and today Kev is celebrating her. Yeah. Kev was in there. Kev and the woman are together. I met a woman in Maryland. I took a picture of her. The woman cried on Kev's name. I took a picture of her. I can share the picture. This girl was very young, but now somebody well learned, and Kev is celebrating her. But congratulations to the mom. And we're so happy for our young niece. Very smart.
Congratulations, Kev. Proud of you.
Girls, children, and their dad.
Proud of you.
Don't rob that girl of having access to her father. Don't do that.
Kev, we're proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
But why people don't want us to say the truth? No, but fully, why they don't want us to say the truth? I'm saying the truth. Not because I'm saying it in front Kev. I'm saying it in front Kev. They almost stopped Kev from going to the graduation. I have to intercede.
No, I think you can do anything with Kev, but you can't say Kev now family man. He's a family man.
But congratulations, Kev.
Understand all of that. Congratulations, Kev.
Kev's son is in the military. His daughter, this a second degree, big degree too. All the guy going to do just learn, get all the degree. Congratulations to you, Kev. You're a wonderful man. God bless you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. But let me ask you, Wilfred. I know Isaac will ask you a question, but don't mind, Isaac. Let me ask you a direct question. I know you will answer it.
And before I forget, Joe Manuel is attending Human PSN graduation. The former president, I think in Rhode Island or Worcester, he attending Human PSN graduation. The former deputy bank governor, she got herself another degree. So they will be partying. A lot of stuff is happening. Joe Manuel, personally invited because that his sister And everybody going there, they invited all the people. They couldn't make it, but the Imam Pearson refused to invite me.
Kev Hassan is going to be there. Isaac is
No,
going
he's
to be there.
not. He's not. But she
No, he will be there.
refused.
Kev is not going.
She refused. But man, we're not bad. She refused to invite me, and I said that's okay. Then she called me and said, "You coming?" I said, "I'm not coming."
You are your own.
All right. So, but I said, give me a chance, my man. But please calm down, my man. I know I'm talking about the woman that took care of you. So please calm down.
Kind of mask, man. What are you doing? Kind of mask.
Yeah, but we're talking. Go ahead, Kev.
Yeah, Wilfred, it's something I want you to, and we have our differences on the show. I respect you a lot. But one thing I want you to explain to Liberian people, during our government, the rice issue came out. The Commerce Ministry were invited to the Senate to explain about this $11 million. The minister at that time was out of the country, and she asked you to represent. You had a lot of documents, you had a lot of information to explain to the Senate. Although at that time the Senate said you will not speak to them because they wanted the minister at that time. My question to you: what you had in your possession in terms of this 11 million that you were going to speak to the Senate to explain to them about $11 million? Because you had your file, you had your document, you had everything. I don't want you to say, I don't know, because you had everything. You were going there. If they allow you, you are going to speak. What you had in your possession at that time?
Nothing. And I don't.
Wait, hold on. You said nothing, and you were going to the Senate to represent the minister. You had nothing to say to them. You were going to sit on that in front of the Senate and tell them, I don't know.
I'm not answering that question. I have the right not to answer. I choose not to answer.
Of course you do. But you say you had nothing.
Even though you support it on the platform, that somebody should go and answer questions about it, but you don't think you should.
But you had your file.
I plead the faith. I plead the faith.
The message have bunch of leaves in the file.
Okay. No,
Background, you better stop. Remember, you went there to defend the ministry. If you were given the opportunity to speak, you who have spoken on something. What was that thing you were coming to tell them? And then you say nothing.
But crowd does not remember anything about the CDC administration right now. Everybody did better than the predecessor.
What if I went there to? What if I went to tell the Senate that my minister was out of the country? You know,
the BB file you were holding.
I did not.
So, Bangura, the BB file you were holding. Emmanuel George. When you're in high school, they can say you should write, I will not be stepped in class 2,000 times.
Thank you very much. Let's communicate with the channel and communicate. But you went there.
I am not answering any.
I'm going to have a question for you.
That's right.
Oh, the matter. I go crossfire. Let's go.
Yeah, I don't think Greg should answer any question concerning that.
That's not fair because you on this platform.
All right.
You are pushing for people to go and answer questions, so you cannot.
I don't think you said that Senator shouldn't go there. You said it. I don't think Bangura should answer any questions. I do believe that Bangura have his will. We got the copy of the payment and receipt concerning that amount. We'll be sharing it next week by God's grace. I'd like to recognize Jerome Verdier Sr. His son, Junior, graduated from law school, Wapno University, and listen to the father screaming his heart out.
Who that boy? Who that boy back there? Who that boy? Come on, hey! Joseph D. Petnato. Come on! Block it, bro! Jay Verdier, yo! Come on, bro! Look at that boy! Look at that.
So again, want to say congratulations to him. This is from his parent, though. The mother, the father, all of them, the entire family. He's a lawyer. He graduated from the law school. He's going to be just like his father, his uncle, and the entire family, or young man married to a medical doctor. Again, we wish him well here in this United States. A great school. I want to say congratulations to the Junior Jerome, Councilor Jerome Verdier Jr. I want to say congratulations to you. I want to play this again because I didn't believe that a man can yell like that for his son. Let's just play a little bit.
Who that boy? Who that boy back there? Who that boy? Come on, come on. Hey. 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 Hey.
Joseph D. Petnato.
Come on, come on. Block it, bro. Jay Verdier, yo! Come on, bro. Look at that boy. Look at that.
So the man side
is it a Verdier? Which one of I don't really know those Verdiers. Is it the guy who was trying to damage the character of Jefferson Koji? Is that a Verdier? And if I would just say this, I know.
I say, wait. I want to say this. Congratulations to Jerome Verdier Jr. Great achievement, right? The CDC want to do the thing, but we remind them. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but
you got to understand. Let me say this. I crossfire, but I want to interrupt you quickly because what I'm about to say.
No, we understand the congratulations, Stanton. Just give us.
I said no. I'm not giving you no chance. I beg you, my man. You want to come and say Jerome did this to Jefferson and did that to Jefferson. His son is graduating. You want to come and say something funny? Yeah, I didn't do, man. Dude, stop his stupidity. Oh, but man, who phone on? There you go. Gamma Clinton. Somebody tell Gamma to tell Acedo to stop his stupidity. King Clinton, you hear that? You see, we're friend. They called him Gamma Clinton. Gamma Clinton. Their own sedition person telling Acedo to stop stupidity.
Yeah, stand up. Stand up, it's okay. Please give me 10 seconds, stand up. I know you will not let me say anything to the boy. It is important. It is.
No, I'm going to tell you, man. I say you will talk. You will talk. Can you deliver the message? Can you deliver the message?
Deliver the message. We want to talk about Congress
meeting. Great. Can you tell Governor to deliver a message? And I recognize that voice. I recognize the person that is insulting Isaac. Governor, you're a hypocrite. You can't have somebody on the phone insulting your fellow citizen. You're a hypocrite, Governor. I recognize that voice. You cannot be serious on the show, Governor. You cannot bust up Isaac like that. You on the show, and people calling you to insult Isaac. But let me remind sedition. And let me remind my two other sedition here, Kev Hassan and Isaac Doe. You want to say something bad about Jerome, about Councilor Verdier, and you want to say he said bad thing about Jefferson Koji, so we shouldn't celebrate? We shouldn't celebrate his son graduation and great achievement? What were you and Kev for saying bad thing about people, but today we are celebrating his daughter? What were you? What were you and Kev for lying on people's name, but today we're celebrating his daughter and he on the show? How dare you? No, give me a chance. Give me a chance. I don't talk beyond people.
You don't want me to say anything.
People,
yeah, we understand. Give me 10 minutes. I know Verdier, Jerome Verdier will tell you that I shouldn't say anything, but give me 10 seconds. Just give me.
The person that called Gamma to insult you, Gamma guy got to tell who that person is.
No problem, but give me 10 seconds. Give me 10 seconds.
Let me deal with Kevin according to the law.
Yeah, but give me 10 seconds now. When you finish with deal with him. No, this
I will give you 10 seconds. I say, hold on. Let me deal with Kev. Conor Gray. That Kev won't tell somebody who to celebrate. Are you kidding me?
No, but
hey, Manuel Josh.
I think it's a fine moment for a young man. I think we should just we should keep it as that, you know.
Okay, thank you. So I hold that my fire. Thank you
Right.
very much.
So give me 10 seconds
I
now.
said your internet
Give-
will not hear you. Your internet
Give
is
me 10
skipping.
seconds.
You can't hear you. I said your internet is skipping. You can
That's
hear
what we
me.
don't hear you.
Bagura, you can hear me?
Yeah,
No, no, no,
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's
No.
focus on the other modes.
Oh, man, we done, man. We done. I said, tell you, we done. We done.
Yeah. So Stanton, this is not about this is not about the young man that graduated. Congratulations to him. It's not about him. And Gamunde, you are a lawyer. You can be a lawyer friend. But this is a disgrace to Jerome Verdier. Jerome Verdier wants us as people beings to celebrate him as a proud father. When the very Jerome Verdier has made another person's son to go through the unthinkable today.
Exactly.
But what you want to do is to make us not to say. Listen,
Why can't you
it was
say
the
that?
just give me.
Why can't you say that? Why can't you say that to Kev Hassan? Why can't you say that to Kev Hassan when he was degrading women on the show?
I know you keep blacking me, but this is just to be fair. This is an embarrassment to Jerome Verdier. Jealousy Koji is the son to another person. Do you know what Jealousy Koji is going through today? Because of the lies from Jerome Verdier. Jerome Verdier is the one yelling now.
I think that's an argument. That's a conversation there. There's a conversation there, but I think we should have that conversation another time. I don't think we should have that conversation where we have.
We have to do it. Your lawyer friend go to him. We don't care about that. People like Jerome Verdier should not be celebrated in our society.
We're not
celebrating. Do you know what that man did to the young man?
You want to say the same thing?
Do you know what the
you want to say the same thing to Kev? Should people listen to Kev? When Kev dragged a woman in the gutter, I said, you want to say the same thing about Kev? When he delivered lie, and you want to hold, that too, and that kind of thing. But
no, we should have that conversation.
I'm not talking behind Kev Hassan. I look him in the face and tell him, right? He told a bloody lie, right? Yeah. But we
you want to say the same lie about somebody murdering somebody?
Kev Hassan.
About somebody murdering somebody?
It wasn't about God.
Jealousy is unsanctioned today.
What you say,
Let's go ahead. That the kind of politics we run.
Okay,
that's it there.
Isaac.
I'm going to say to you, thank you very much. We had a wonderful show. Thank you very much, Brother Bangura. Dr. Emmanuel George is always good. Dr. George, is always good seeing you. You've been very quiet these few days. I know what you're going through. But I'm going to Bible say I'll pray for you, right? God will redeem you. I understand what you're going through, Dr. George. I mean, you are lost on the show today. You are completely lost. I'm talking to the man saying he can't even pay attention. The man is completely lost.
I have a question for you, but anyway, cross time is over.
He asked a question. I think we got like a minute or so.
But then I was saying before I go anywhere, my nephew,
just ask a question. I put the thing up, Conor Gray. Let me put it up,
brother. So Gamone, there are about 4 different ways you can tackle with the jury. Or
I didn't take acid up. Acid went up.
Or influence the decision of a jury. You understand? There are 4 different ways. I named 1 or 2 examples, and you guys were freaking all over the place. Well, let me ask you, in case Samuel Tuah and others have been found guilty, and then they have come up with this allegation of jury tampering, were you going to kick against it?
Okay, so if Samuel Tuah and others were found guilty.
Yeah,
and there's evidence of jury tampering, and so under those circumstances, and which is very common, and this is what really happened. Usually, what happens is the defendants who are saying jury tampering is post overturning based on that. It is very uncommon to see the opposite because of the issue of double jeopardy.
No, it has happened. That's why I gave you examples. That the example you were jumping all over the place with.
So,
But
what
in
is
case
the
you're happy,
example?
in
But
case
the example you
Mr.
gave us
Cooper and
not
others have been found guilty,
the
and then
example
there
you
was
gave.
evidence of allegations
So
of
Nelson, you want to come
What
on?
example
We
you
got
gave?
two pictures here for Conor Gray. He want to celebrate his family member. Nelson, you want to come on, guys? I have to go.
But
I got
where
about a
is
few more
Dr. George?
minutes.
Dr.
I
George,
want
you
to. Dr. George is MIA. He on the show. He's thinking about our sister from Pennsylvania. I will just call the last name Johnson. I'm not calling nobody first name. I want to say, I said, as always, man, we do appreciate you. Thank you very much. Kefiko Hassan, thank you. Conor Gray, send a shout out to your folks now. It's all year. Nelson, take it away. Eddie Masakwe. Eddie Masakwe graduated today.
Yes, Eddie. My begin Eddie. Eddie's graduating. He graduated, but Saturday will be the celebration, so we'll be there in Columbus. And also, his auntie celebrated her birthday, Koto Bayan. So we're gonna be there in Columbus celebrating. Yeah, there she is. Yes. So kudos to those people. Happy birthday.
You're doing well,
Great
man.
kudos to Eddie. Eddie's headed to high school. Very brilliant kid. So we want to thank God at least those people are celebrating milestones, and we'll be there to jointly celebrate with them as well. Stanton, thank you so much.
Conor Gray, thank you very much. Guys, it was a wonderful show today. I want to say thank you. Kefiko, as always, I told you I will always give you hard time. My congratulations to your daughter, Kefiko.
If Jerome Project can apologize like me, then he will be a man.
Well, you know what? I think you got a point on that.
Okay, go celebrate the young woman.
Incoming. Nelson Colette. Incoming. Guys, you got to do what you got to do. Nelson Colette, ready want to run for YKC. Incoming. Have a good night, yeah?
We need to support Nelson. Will make a good representative. Man.
Damn, Nelson, you be up to their money, my man.
You'll not be all in the neighborhood throwing kuti, cussing and this and that. He's well mannered. He'll be represented fully. He will represent our community. People like you will need my brother. Go for it if you can.
Well, thanks a lot, Conor Gray. Thank you, Mr. Doe. Thank you, Councillor Amode Clinton. We appreciate all of you for being on tonight. And we want to say thanks to our audience as well. Thanks to everyone who made up time to be here tonight. Thanks to the many of you who have been sharing the show. Those of you who called in, sharing your thoughts, we appreciate you as well. Thanks to our audience across radio, the many of you across social media, we appreciate you. The invitation is yours to join us tomorrow for another edition of Spoon Talk. Until then, I'm Nelson Colette. Have a good night and bye for now.
I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. I'm gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to trust